I'm in Max. You are listening to Happy Jack's RPG Podcast. I'm in Max. Pursuing the RPG hobby with reckless abandon.
You're on like food on face duty.
All right.
I don't have a beard to hide it.
Go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and folks of the internet. We have returned on a Saturday.
Welcome to SHADOWCON, number 18. I am Jib. I'm going to be running this mess tonight, and we'll talk about that in a minute. We got some players here. I'm going to go this way.
I'm Kadave again. And I don't know who I'm playing yet, and it's exciting.
We'll find out.
I'm Clara, and do not let the shirt fool you. Yes. I came prepared.
I'm sensing a theme.
Hi, and I'm Morgan.
Excellent. And so this is SHADOWCON 18, like I said, and Gina graciously invited me to come run this game that I was going to run at OrcCon, but things happened. So tonight we are playing Cortex Prime, and the game is the West Coast Avengers. So I want to do a bit of administrative stuff beforehand. I want to talk about game controls. First things first, lines and veils. If anything is for you a line, this is something we absolutely do not want in our game. Doesn't have to be a triggering thing or a traumatic thing. It's just I don't want this in my comic book game. Okay, just let me know. It'll be gone. Okay.
No word bubbles.
Okay, no word bubbles. You heard it. No word bubbles.
It's going to be
No mixed font.
exactly.
A veil is something that can be in our game, but we don't want to see it. Again, and you don't have to tell me now. You don't even actually have to tell me, because if anything comes up and we just want to wipe it out of the game, we have an X card on the table. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a traumatic thing. It's anything that you don't want this in. We don't want this in our game. It doesn't fit in our game. In addition to that, we have VCR controls. So if something comes up and we want to go back and go, wait. We need to go back and revisit this thing for a minute because we need to clarify. We want to rewind. If we want to just pause the action for a minute and discuss something before we move on, we pause. And
can I show them the cards?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I can't reach them, actually.
And if it's like, you know what, we've had enough of that, let's just jump forward to the next scene, fast forward.
Yeah. Script change, right?
Script change. These cards are available from Script Change. I will put the URL for them on the forum because I got these at Big Bad Con.
That's Bo Sheldon, right?
Yeah, it is in fact. So those are our administrative things. Ready, square on that?
I'm sorry, I'm really distracted by
That we have mariachis going on outside. It's very exciting.
You know what? It's West Coast Adventures. It'll be fine.
It'll be perfect.
It'll be great.
Seems pretty legit.
It fits perfectly. So the next thing for us to talk about is Cortex Prime. Cortex Prime is version 2 of the Cortex game system. The system that gave us games like Smallville and Leverage and Firefly and Marvel Heroic Role-Playing. This is version 2. It is currently under development by Cam Banks, and we are running the most recent version of Cortex Prime. The way the game basically works, you're going to have 3 things about your character. We're going to talk about what those are in just a minute. Whenever you want to do a thing, you're going to pick 1 die from each of those things. Make a dice pool, roll them, take the best 2 and add them together. That's how we're going to get a result. That's the basic mechanic for everything. You will generally roll 2 dice. If you're using a power, you'll roll 3 dice, and you can add a 4th dice. We'll talk about how that works in a minute. We're going to add the best 2 together to make a result. Anything that has a 1 on it is called a spoiler die, and you cannot use that to make a result. So if by some stretch you rolled 2 dice and one of them is a 1, you only get the 1 dice.
Or both of them.
The other thing is, though, that
just
if
fall on your face.
if you get a spoiler die, I might very well buy that from you. because I will then add that dice to my pool of dice, which is called the Doom Pool.
Doom, doom, doom.
Doom, 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 doom. So that's how we roll dice. And everybody score on that. We'll talk more about that as things come up. The other thing is plot points. And we have plot points. Everybody starts the game with 1. I'll give each of you a plot point whilst I'm thinking about it.
Awesome.
And you gain more plot points by activating a complication on your character. If you say, you know what, this complication that I have here is a problem for me right now. We'll weave that into the story, and I will give you a plot point. I will also use that dice against you. If you downgrade a distinction die, we'll talk about the specifics of that in just a minute. If you sell a spoiler die to me, I will give you a plot point for that. And if you do something really cool from a role-playing standpoint that I just think is fun, I'll give you a plot point. So that begs the question: what do you use a plot point to do? You can add another die to your dice pool. So you've built your dice pool, but you're like, I really want to succeed on this. Spend a plot point, and you can add a d6 into your dice pool. You can also spend a plot point to add another die to your result. So you've rolled 3 dice, and you've got a result, but you want a higher result. You spend a plot point, and you get to add the 3rd die as into your result. You can create a d6 asset at any time, spend a plot point, and say, I have a thing. Okay, and it's a d6 thing. And then you get to add that d6 into your pool at any given time. You can spend a plot point to share an asset with another character. So let's just say you've added a d6 baseball bat that you were gonna smack somebody with, but Morgan's gonna smack somebody instead. So you toss the bat to Morgan. You spend a plot point and you give him the d6.
Then I have a baseball bat.
And then you have a baseball bat.
But you'd give back the baseball.
You can
bat,
also
Well, I have to spend a point to give back the
spend
baseball
a
bat.
plot point to make that asset sticky, which means it stays beyond that roll.
So I can have a sticky bat.
So you can have a sticky bat.
That's not going to come up later at all.
It's not going to come up later at all. No possible way.
It is legit going to be a bat. It's all just covered in
corn syrup.
petroleum jelly and
That really loves baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you need this. Here's my plot point. You just stuck on somebody.
How does this happen to me?
We can always
Simple.
find them.
It's
because
the
you
West
listen
Coast
to it.
Avengers.
It's a West Coast Avengers comic book. That's how this happens to you.
Yes.
And Gwenpool exists. So there we
And
go.
Gwenpool exists.
Oh my God.
If something is going to happen that would take you out of a scene, let me be clear. This is a comic book. You can't really get dead in this game. It's not physically possible, but you can be taken out of a scene. And if you want to say, no, I am not taken out of the scene, you spend a plot point, and you're not taken out of that scene.
But wait, can I get a plot point by taking myself out of a scene?
I'd do that.
Yeah.
I would.
You're just
I
like-
would. I would do that.
I found the wall. You just go to the next panel.
You know what? Fuck the fourth wall. There are circumstances in
It's
which
like-
case,
Yeah, nope.
if you,
I join a podcast for a scene.
Well,
there you can spend a plot point to interfere in a contest. If there's a contest going on between, say, Dave and one of the bad guys, and you're like, no, I want to get in the way of that and interfere with what that bad guy's about to do. Okay, you spend a plot point, and you are injected into the middle of that thing. Okay. There is one other circumstance, but we're going to talk about that when it comes up, and it has to do with a specific result on the dice. That if they come up that way.
Is it 2 1s?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Although if 2 1s happen, if you cannot form a result of any kind because you have only 1s in your dice pool, that is a spectacular botch, and something truly amazing is going to happen
I'm so excited.
if that happens. So that's how the game works. That's everything you need to know about the game mechanics. And so let's get down to the fun part. characters.
Task Brax.
We are the West Coast Avengers. The West Coast Avengers, the new West Coast Avengers.
Oh, man. I was all ready to play Tiger and Wonder Man and
Nope.
table flip.
But
Hit
we
the plot
have,
point, just leave.
Yeah.
but we have Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, and we have America Chavez, and we have Fuse, and we have Gwenpool, and we have Kid Omega. If you have not read the West Coast Avengers, I highly recommend it if you like comic books and the superheroes at all, because it is just a ton of fun. I sent these out to you guys yesterday. Is anybody speaking to anybody? I have a feeling somebody is speaking to Clara.
I'm super here for Gwenpool. This actually was an accident. No, seriously. I'm interested in Gwenpool, in part because I don't know why I wouldn't identify with a fan fiction writing comic book nerd who is now also a superhero. But if anyone else is interested in the character, I feel like. The other option, I didn't double check her play style or anything, so I just know
Take
her.
a minute and kind of read. And
Glance. Feel free to glance over them.
Feels like
to
your jam.
read over
Yeah.
them and decide what you want to do while we talk about a couple of other things.
If
Do you
not,
have a
I'm a
choice?
huge
I
fan
don't
of
really.
Hawkeye. Like,
Okay.
that's why
I can
have
shuffle
the
them up
shirt.
and make it happen.
All right, so I'm sort of interested in America Chavez and Kid Omega. I think would be fun. Especially if we got Gwen.
If you've got Gwenpool, having Kid Omega makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I forgot who Kid Omega. Oh, okay.
Kid Omega is a former X-Man.
Ah, okay. It's gonna end well.
Yep. And in no way does he have a thing for Gwenpool.
No, not at all. They love hate each other.
Hate love.
They do. They totally love hate each other.
But, if Kate Bishop gets chosen, then America Chavez is fun to have.
America-
or,
or
Fuse is fun.
Fuse is fun to have. They're all just immensely fun characters. That's what totally makes this work. Not appearing in our comic book is Clint Barton, the original Hawkeye, because, well, it's just, he's not as fun.
He has
in
shit
this.
to do.
He's got stuff to do.
He's
Like what?
chopping
Be
wood.
Hawkeye? Jump around with little Hawkeye symbol over his trunk? I mean, come on. What's he got to
Yeah,
do?
that shirt is so stupid.
I have to say, I was always pretty down on Hawkeye, historically. I was like, oh, what is this dude? Look at that guy. Until I read the Ultimates series, and then there's the scene where he's, captured, and he's, sitting there, and they're interrogating him, and he's all tied to a chair being tortured, and then, he breaks out, and the villain, I don't even remember who it was at the time, is like, how did you escape? We made sure you didn't have anything you could do. And he's like, you didn't take my fingernails. And I'm like, yeah, that guy's awesome.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is Clint Barton is a highly trained, spec ops kind of guy.
I was gonna say, if you haven't read the Asia, is it David Asia? I don't remember the name of the authors now. There's a solo Hawkeye run, and it is fabulous. And it is also where the same run that Kate Bishop goes to the West Coast and sets up the Santa Monica
Avengers. Sweet.
The art style is fabulous, and I can nerd out about it all day. But more importantly, they do an entire comic, an entire issue in ASL.
Oh, sweet.
And it's because Hawkeye is canonically deaf,
Right.
or at least most hard of hearing, at least.
Yeah.
So it is.
I think that actually comes up in one of the issues.
It does.
Kate signs to him and says, hey.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Damn it! Now I kind of like Kate's kind of cool too. Nah, no, I'm too hyper for Kate right now.
It's the boba.
It's the boba. Yeah.
And if you want to look at these two, that's...
No. I'm totally fine. I was just reading both pages. Yeah.
I love that this just says he's an adorable Hufflepuff.
It's his main distinguishing feature.
That makes a lot of sense.
It really is.
That's like what happened to me when I had not, because I'm not a Harry Potter guy, just not, never was. Tried to read the first book at one point, and I was just like, This is not my jam.
You want to take a look at it?
Can you legally say that on a podcast?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'll take it. Because I'm not down on it for other people. Enjoy what you enjoy. Like, that's rad, but it just was never my jam.
Everyone has things that do and do not work
Yeah.
for them. You know, there are things that
And-
other people really dig that I'm like, okay, cool.
And I enjoyed the films, but it never really registered with me and sunk into my personality like it has with so many in the world. But I accidentally ended up with a badger on my hat at fair, and all these people were coming up and wanting to take pictures and pet the badger and be my friend, and I'm like, I don't know what any of this is about. I'm like, it's just a badger pelt I bought on eBay, guys. And then at one point, Joey came up to me and he's like, you know, that's a thing, right? Like, that's the mask. And I was like, oh, yeah.
That makes sense now.
Yeah, now I get it.
You're
So
the
yeah,
Foxy
that
Badger.
works for me.
Damn it. Okay. Damn it. I'm pretty torn. I think
all of them are just too good.
All
to
they're all
of
pass
them.
too
up
good.
on.
I feel like
I mean, I don't want to be that guy.
oh, did you want to look at Kate?
No. I mean, I don't want to be the guy that's like, give me that character, because I don't
Yeah.
have super strong feelings.
Somebody's gonna have to pick.
Well, I
I
want.
can't pick. You choose.
Okay, I'm very keen on. I want to pick the one that's going to play off the other characters very well. And right now,
Claire, I'm afraid this is going to come
gonna-
down to
gonna-
you.
gonna
You're
be
going
you.
to you're going to have to be the keystone that drives the other
So-
characters
All right, friends.
being chosen.
Where's the camera? It is a D2.
okay.
Heads we're doing, or I guess Kraken we're doing Kate and one. I guess it's Kraken and one. It's dumb.
So Kraken is Kate and one is
Gwen.
Gwenpool.
One is Gwenpool.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right,
Gwenpool.
All right.
So Kid Omega.
we are decided.
Cool. That's got some fun dynamics to it. I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
I have a
Excellent.
feeling I'm just along for the ride now.
I have not read.
and I'm just super awkward.
I have not read Gwenpool in a really, really long time, so
Well, she's been edited, adjusted, so you can have all sorts of freedom to play around with the character.
So take a minute, look over them, and I'm going to talk about how we do a thing at the same time. So the way we do initiative in this game is called handoff initiative. The person who initiates the first action goes first, and then you decide who goes next. Okay? So I have these fun cards for you guys.
Dig it.
And we'll
Do
have,
we have to pass
Thank
off
you.
between players and bad
Uh-huh.
guys?
Or can
Or can I pass it directly to another player?
You can trust directly to me, but his guys have to go,
Right.
and he gets to choose who goes first.
right. If you
you
let
wait
the
for them
bad
to go
guys
last,
go
yeah.
last, they also get to pick who goes first.
Yep.
So, something, and that is absolutely a way to game the system a little bit.
Because, some games that do like a passing initiative thing, it means it has to alternate between players and non-players.
Yeah, no.
Players and non-players.
Yeah, no, that's a very apt point. When we are rolling dice and you want to do a thing, if the thing you are trying to affect is a person or an animate thing, I'll roll dice against you. If it is not, then I'll give you a static number that you have to beat. 11 is kind of a mid-range for what those kind of target numbers are going to be. Okay? So, who do we have? Who are we going to be tonight?
I shall be Fuse.
Cool, and what does Fuse do?
He can turn into stuff.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Any stuff.
any stuff?
Can he mimic shapes, or does he just change his physical?
He changes his physical form into other
into
things.
that, but he always
kind
looks
of,
like
kind
a
of,
dude.
kind of absorbing man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, absorbing man.
Got it.
Yeah, he's also pretty strong,
Yeah.
and he has a certain amount of invulnerability.
And he wears piercings that are made of vibranium.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Because why
Nice.
wouldn't you keep that around?
Because handy.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I literally put cake in my mouth.
All right, then I'm Kid Omega. Quentin Quile. Or Quentin Quill?
Quile.
Quile, however you want to say it. Heard it both ways. Yeah, Kid Omega used to be an X-Man and super powerful telepath and
Heir to the Phoenix powers.
Indeed,
As
and
I
I make telekinetic stuff and make shields, and I apparently protect all the squishy people in the thing because they're going to get
Right.
squished. But I'm an Omega level mutant.
Right.
I'm just not an X-Men anymore because it's a thing.
Reasons.
Because they forgot about you.
Yeah,
Literally, they forgot about you.
Oh god.
and it's not like a thing. It's not like it was a thing.
It's
But
totally
that's
not a
okay.
thing.
You know what?
It's
I'm
totally
on
not a
television
thing.
now, and that's great.
It's the rest of the X-Men all went. They got on the X-Jet, took off. They flew to Europe. Halfway there on the plane, Professor X was like, "Oh!"
We left Quentin!
And then he had to fight off Joe Pesci for a week.
Doesn't seem really fair. I mean, I've got telekinetic powers and can read minds, and Phoenix power. You know,
thought it was
You know,
bad
the
for-
Phoenix power is just really kind of confusing.
yeah.
Welcome to puberty. I am Clara. Wait, I've already introduced myself. I'm playing Gwenpool, who is really Gwendolyn Poole. I know the origin in that, like, when the Spider-Gwen series happened, the people who wrote Deadpool were like, we can do that too. So, she's from the same universe, the alternate Earth, that Howard the Duck is from. And he's a really cool guy. He's a really strange duck. And she sort of bounces around through realities until she, I guess, has landed in this one that we're playing, where she's besties with Kate and just really wants tacos and is really into tacos, which I'm not going to lie, I really identify with. I feel like I can get in character now. To be honest, most of her powers are the same as the original Deadpool, is shooting things and fourth wall breaking. So I'm really excited to just talk to the camera. I'm sorry.
Also very
You know what's
not
amazing is not only can we talk to the camera, you can talk to the audience as well as talk to the camera because there's a film crew filming us.
Oh, there is
That's
a
right.
film crew. I was actually like,
There is, in fact, because...
I'll pass stuff along to you.
please
from
do.
time to
If
time.
I was gonna say, like, I've never gotten to metagame.
I've got a whole stack of little cards I can.
Hey, if you want to
Excellent.
tweet at me during this, no,
Excellent. So,
I won't get them.
I also have handy-dandy cheat sheets for everybody.
Oh, thank
Yeah, I
God.
dig that.
Yep.
And as I always say with every game that I ever run, don't worry about what you can do. Worry about what you want to do. Making it something you can do is my problem. Okay? So it is a sunny Saturday morning in Santa Monica. It has been a bit chilly for the last few weeks and rainy. We can't identify with that at all here.
Not in Southern California, no. What would that be like?
We don't know anymore. They moved to Seattle sometime this year.
Clearly. But it has warmed up over the last week. So people are back out at the beach and at the pier. Gwen, you are standing at the ruins of your favorite taco stand. Yes, it was destroyed by land sharks.
All right. I'm sorry. Land sharks?
Yeah, it was destroyed
Awesome.
by land sharks.
That's the thing we got to deal with?
Great white land sharks, yes.
God,
Indeed, that
freaking
was how we came together as a team. Was
That's-
fighting land sharks.
Yes.
I'm not even doubting you. I'm just mad.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest. Tacos.
Tacos. I know, right? Tacos. You know,
If only we lived in LA and there were more taco stands available.
It's not the
It
it's
is
not
14 yards further.
I'm here
to another
now.
taco stand, and this one has been destroyed by land sharks.
I don't notice the one down the street. This is the good one.
I know. I can hear your thoughts.
Uh-huh.
I understand that.
Really creepy.
And where
that
is
is a
Quentin?
violation.
And where
That
is
is a
Quentin
violation.
right now?
It's
while
not his fault. He
while
was
he's
dead
hearing
asleep.
Gwen complaining about not being able
Well,
to get
so
tacos.
are we at the office mostly, or where are we at? Are we?
Well, right now you're down by the pier,
Okay.
where the taco stand was.
In that case, I am over there checking out the different sunglasses. So I'm sort of, which one to go with.
Yeah.
Because I wear glasses, even though I'm a superhero. It's kind of sucks. It's like, man, why can't I have perfect vision and the chiseled head and everything? It's just
That's probably why the X-Men forgot you.
probably.
That's exactly why.
I don't.
You could be
You know what?
Cyclops.
They only need one guy with glasses on the team, and that's how it works.
And it was already taken.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
The budget for glasses.
Ruby Quartz is
Vision
expensive.
insurance is super low.
The X-Men
You
don't
get-
have VSP.
Yeah, they get
Yeah.
1 pair per year. And being a superhero with glasses, you break more than 1 pair per year. For
Totally.
Sure.
I'm so sad.
But,
And you could
you're
be
also
Santa
but you're
Claus.
also sad about the tacos.
I'm mostly sad about the tacos. I'm like constantly kind of sad about the glasses, but like honestly, you're super cute with the glasses, so it's fine.
You know,
Yeah.
there's
It's like a nerdy thing going on.
is there something just disturbingly hot about the fact that she's really been upset about tacos right now?
There is, but it's the frustration of I know she's upset about tacos, but I can't really do anything about that upset because she's upset about this particular taco stand, right? I can't fix it. There's no fixing it.
Question:
Yes.
Can I jump realities? There's got to be a reality that this taco stand does exist and was not destroyed by land sharks.
If only
And-
America was here.
If only America was here, she could pop you over there. You do, however, have a thing that kind of allows you to do that.
Well, I mean, that's his panel, but I mean, I could just any panel anywhere.
Jump to the panel where the land sharks were about to attack.
Excuse
and
me.
Save the taco stand.
I have to go back to a previous issue. We are going to beat up some land sharks. Fuck those guys.
It's a little strange that she always thinks the world is a comic book. I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But I enjoy turning myself into sand and scaring kids on the beach. Like I wait till they run by and I go,
Or stand there looking like a really, really accurate sand sculpture and then move.
yeah,
I just
absolutely
want-
doing that.
Can you turn into one of those really bad impersonation people on like Hollywood Boulevard, but like it's you, so you could do it really well?
Or he could be like the world's greatest living statue.
Right.
Living statue. Wait,
But we were going to
Land
jump
sharks.
panels. We were going to jump panels.
yes. How do I
So,
do this?
What you're going to do is you are acting with a group because you're all together. So you have an affiliation, and you have 3 kinds of dice. You have one for acting alone, one for acting with a buddy, and one for acting with a group. You take
Yes.
the one that's with a group, and then you have a distinction. What is it about you that's making you do this?
Insist the world is a comic book is a pretty good one.
Makes sense to me. So that's going to be a D8, unless you want to
Oh,
make it
okay.
be a problem for you, in which case it's a D4, and I will give you a plot point.
No, let's beat up some land sharks. D8.
Okay. So you've got your affiliation dice and your
Okay.
distinction dice,
Yep.
and you're using one of your powers.
Which my power is jump into a new panel.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Do I do 3 dice then?
Yep.
Yep.
You do 3
Oh,
dice,
awesome.
and you're going to roll all 3 of them together, and you're going to take the best 2 and add them together to make a result, and you won an 11.
I feel like Gwen literally rolls dice right now.
Oh, I think so.
Oh yeah, I literally am rolling dice right now. It's weird.
So wait,
That's a 12. That's 11, and I can't tell what number
That's a
that is.
5.
Well, you take the best 2 and add them together.
Okay, that's 12.
Are any of them ones?
No.
Okay. Cool. So you jump, and the 3 of you are you going with?
Come on, it'll be fun.
Can like a portal we can go through or something?
She can jump the lot of you to.
Oh yeah, okay.
To another
then.
panel.
Sure,
You
why
see
not?
the white bar?
we see
Well,
we see
yeah.
gutter space for a brief
You see
instant.
gutter space for a brief instant, and then boop,
It's
you're
like this big shiny staple that just moves across the screen.
you're there, and the taco stand is still standing,
Oh, thank God.
and the delicious, wonderful smell of tacos.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you. Oscar, I
Where-
missed you.
How?
I feel like this is not really what we're supposed to do as heroes, but I suppose you saved the livelihood of those people.
Look, when you become the leader of the West Coast Avengers, you can decide what we do. And I say right now, we do tacos. And land sharks. I
Gwen,
assume they're coming now.
you're not the leader of the West Coast Avengers.
Quiet your stupid face. Quiet your beautiful stupid face.
Okay.
You also brought
Sorry.
you also
something
brought
that's supposed to happen?
Quentin's
It's supposed to happen.
film crew
Okay, I can do that.
with you, 'Kay, and they're filming this.
Wait, are they getting 2 shots because they're still here? Because if we actually went
Yes.
back,
And so that's actually going to create a condition.
so I'm gonna. I wanted to actually ask you about this. So West Coast Avengers, one of the things they have is they actually do have these sort of real world sit in the confessional
Yes.
panels in the comic
And that's
book.
going to happen.
So I was wondering if I could do that and talk to the producer through the camera a little bit. And so I'm sitting behind the very janky green screen and the little record symbol up on the top of the panel, and I go, so what happened to the... Are there like 2 of you floating around LA now? Is that... Do I...
You know, I feel very confused and conflicted about the whole thing because I literally ran into myself the other day.
Has he got a deal at Sony?
Yes, the bastard. I was supposed to get that deal, but he got it instead.
Well, good to be him, and sucks to be you. But hey, you're here with me. Okay, no, cut out the panel.
We'll cut on that. And we have a complication on the scene that is a D6 complication called paradoxical meetings, which I can use to add a D6 to my dice pool.
But I could meet myself.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You could in fact meet yourself, which could be good or it could be a problem. We'll find out. We will find out. Smell of tacos.
I mean, yeah.
There are no land sharks here yet.
And there are no land sharks. But
No
we
land
knew the
sharks here
land
yet.
sharks happened.
You know the land sharks happened.
Okay.
Or are going to happen. It's confusing.
I would like a perimeter just in case while I order these sweet, sweet tacos.
Sure.
All right. I'll continue to stand here and not move my body at all. But I'll keep an eye out.
Gwen, sure, get your tacos. Because this is something that has been fixed, and I guess
the
it's
film
good.
crew,
Did
the
you,
film,
did you
film
pay
crew
for those
is
glasses
filming.
before you came through the reality jump? Like, is that a problem now?
Still wearing the glasses.
At about this point in time, your sister walks up,
Oh,
Ramon. She runs a surf shop just like
Okay.
over that way.
all right, rock on.
Yeah, it's on your sheet.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
She is currently or is going to, hard to tell, depends on which panel you're in, dating America,
Right.
which,
I got that part.
but she is carrying a box of stuff, surf wax maybe. Who knows?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like she's heading to her
Like
shop.
she's heading to the shop.
Okay.
Because it's a very cool surf shop.
Yeah.
She's like,
We came by for tacos. Wasn't really.
but weren't you just
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Kate?
You know, look in the shop. Just look in the taco shop. You get it. It's a thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
But it's cool. Hey, watch out for land sharks.
What?
Just put it out there. You know, it'd be a bad day if they started coming around harassing people.
Land sharks?
Yeah. Yeah, like Chevy Chase in a... Never mind. Sorry, I was watching old SNL.
Okay. I'm not going to tell Mom about this.
Okay.
Okay? But get help. Get help.
I'm trying to be...
Get help.
I'm the reasonable one. Okay.
So,
Yes.
I would like to create a big telekinetic shield around the taco stand because that's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a thing I do.
Cool.
So yeah, I know that land
So-
sharks are coming. So let's
Yeah.
protect at least. Let's
Yeah.
at least get you your taco
Yeah.
until you snap us back, or we have to talk to America. Maybe she can get us back at the right time. I don't know.
I don't know.
This is all weird. So I am acting as a team, or possibly buddy. I am an Omega level mutant powerhouse, and I have telekinesis. So yeah.
Sweet. I like it.
Does this stop other people from getting tacos?
And again, you need an 11.
So
It would stop other people from getting tacos.
yeah.
As
So
a matter of fact,
I got a
yes.
13.
So yes, you have a bubble of telekinetic energy around you, and I think as this bubble of energy pops into place,
Now is that
a little
creating?
kid,
Have I created a distinction, or
you have created. I think you've created a condition
okay?
for that you guys can use.
All right.
Sorry, imagining like it happens and like a seagull goes. Wah.
Yeah. Thump.
So you have created a D6 asset called a telekinetic bubble, is really what you've done.
Cool.
You've created a D6. But what happens is literally a seagull into the side of the bubble, and it's like, "Wah!" And then it kind of slides down the bubble and lands right in the ice cream cone of a little kid.
Oh. Wait your turn, kid.
And the little kid's like, "No!" It is the most annoying sound.
It's wrong to go into people's minds and fix them, stop them from crying. Erasing memories would be wrong.
Maybe we should have had Kate and or Americo.
So I think we're
alright.
going to jump to a confessional booth right now.
Yeah.
So when the seagull landed on the ice cream cone,
Yeah.
what were you thinking?
I was thinking mainly, what are the odds? Because that was really weird. I mean, that actually, like, it was going back in time. That.
Which ranks right up there with, what the seagull was thinking.
True, but
Oh.
you
What
know,
are the chances?
Oh, no,
of the
not
invisible
again.
wall of force.
it was mainly mine. Where can I poop?
And
Where
then,
can I poop?
oh no, not again.
Yes.
I like the juxtaposition there. Like, the seagull didn't steal the kid's ice cream. The ice cream stole the seagull.
When you think about it, it was really the seagull's fault for being there.
Okay,
If it had been just that much faster.
so you are inside the telekinetic bubble getting tacos.
Oh yeah.
The side effect of the telekinetic bubble is it intensifies the smell of tacos,
It's beautiful.
which intensifies your need for tacos.
Oh yeah, it's like a contact high at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Like yes.
It
like-
absolutely is.
Just reveling in it. There's like it's like Nirvana for a moment.
Mhm.
I suppose I should buy them. Do I have? Oh, actually, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I just feel like every time I'm talking to the GM to you, I'm just gonna be like, I need to talk to the editor.
Sure.
So
I like it.
do I we're walking around. Do I have to jump back, or are we doing do I have to just kill myself again? Like the other version of me.
We're discussing.
Okay, cool. Just
Okay.
making sure now.
I'm not killing myself. That's not part of this deal.
You'll be fine there, two of you now.
Yeah, that's still a problem.
Is this a Back to the Future situation? Can we find out?
Well, experimenting could be dangerous, but
This is fine. I would like tacos, please. How much can I get for this many? I'm just gonna drop a lot of loose change.
Oscar the taco guy, because you said his name was Oscar.
It is Oscar.
Um,
We are good friends. We go way back.
oh
Like,
yeah,
3 issues,
3 issues,
at least.
at least 4 panels
Least
worth
four
of getting
panels.
tacos.
That is true. Honestly, I feel like
you actually got into this group because you went to see Kate because you wanted to get tacos because you were going to leave town
Yeah.
and you wanted to go get tacos and she was like, "You want to join a group?"
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What do I get for this?
oh,
many,
he
Oscar?
brings you this huge tray of tacos, and just as he's handing them to you,
Definitely in character.
something enormous slams into the telekinetic bubble.
Oh, we're fine. It's beautiful.
Ow.
So we're gonna do so. We have.
I was gonna buy that kid a churro.
My
Still
one
can.
true love.
So we have some bad
Sorry,
guys
bro.
in the form of land sharks. They're 20-foot long, great white sharks and they're quadrupedal.
Okay. I dig
Like on their fins.
No, they have legs in addition to fins.
Go them.
Yeah, so they're actually more like hexapedal, I guess, because fins count as feet.
So yeah, this is a thing.
Tacos.
So
That's a shark with feet.
The
so
tacos.
so yeah.
I'm in the
and,
bubble.
The giant land shark
know you are.
slams into
You live in the bubble.
slams into the telekinetic bubble because it was going to eat the taco stand.
Well, obviously, but like.
Because, why would a land shark not eat a taco stand? And they're going to go first. And so the land sharks are a D12. And this is kind of a simplification of the way some of the rules work that I like, and I actually wrote up and sent to camp. Don't know if they'll use it, but told him he was welcome to have it if he wanted. But the thing has a die type.
Okay.
It equates to a power die. And then there's a difficulty die on the scene. And then I have my Doom Pool, which right now is 2 6-sided dice, and I'm going to take one of those, and I'm going to roll those and they're going to attack you, Quentin, because they're attacking your telekinetic bubble, trying to get to the tacos, because the tacos smell so good. Yeah.
Wait, are they like lost and confused now? They've lost the scent of the tacos?
Maybe.
Look,
they smell
land
tacos
sharks
in
can
the
smell tacos over 6 miles away.
Yeah. There's 1 part taco per million
Right.
in the air.
In the air, and
That's enough.
and
I get
it's
it.
enough. It's enough. So you need to put together some defensive die
Okay.
that you're going to use.
Well, since I'm being attacked, I'm going to be solo.
Right.
I am a Omega level mutant powerhouse,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I will defend with my telekinesis.
Trying to block the
Yeah.
land shark away
Yeah.
from attacking the.
Swatted away.
Quit it. Just
And I'm going to use the. So if I have my telekinetic bubble out there, do I have to spend a plot point to use that? D6?
No.
Okay.
It is an asset that you have that exists for the scene, or unless it is destroyed somehow.
Ooh, that's not good.
I have a 12,
All right. I only have a 10, but I rolled a 1 on my D10 if you'd like to buy it.
which I will, but you can't use until after this.
I
roll.
understand.
But I will absolutely buy that D10.
And what do you have?
I have a 12.
You have a 12. Okay, so do I need to have a die around to act as the
Effect?
effect die?
No, we're not doing effect dice.
Great. So I could spend a plot point and add that 3rd die into the total, though, right?
You bet.
Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to change that. So I've got a 13. Bam.
Sweet. Okay, and what that allows you to do is you are defending, so their attack has no effect on you.
Right.
Is the way that works.
Well, big jaws clamp down
Right,
on my
they're attacking-
telekinetic bubble.
Gnawing on the telekinetic bubble. So a giant land shark just attacked the telekinetic bubble, trying to get to the taco stand, because the land shark wanted tacos too.
I understand. They are good tacos.
They are.
Very good tacos.
The only thing better than one of those tacos is 2.
Or
Or a whole tray.
Or a whole tray, which I have
Nice.
for, I guess, us. Just weirdly creepy. Although I assume that is a problem we should probably handle. I don't know, you got this?
Well,
There are more land sharks coming.
Damn it. All right. Now I'm angry.
Where there's one land shark, there's another.
it's like a land sharknado.
And you won't like me when I'm angry. I want to put the tacos aside. Mad about it still. Put one in my mouth.
Okay.
Just whole taco. It's a straight taco. It's like that big.
Yep.
And let's. I actually don't know how to attack. I am a weapons expert
Yeah.
and an Olympic athlete.
Right. You're building a dice pool the same way you did before,
All
where
right.
you have an affiliation, and in this case, because you are, you're still working in a team.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna use your team dice, and then you're gonna add a distinction of why are you doing this.
Okay, so honestly, as mysterious as she is, excitable might be the best way.
Makes sense to me. It's
All
always
right.
a D8 unless you decide it's working against you.
Yeah, right. And my powers are either athlete or weapons expert. I'm gonna go with weapons expert. And can I just use anything?
Yeah.
You have one of the things about Gwen is that whatever weapon she wants at the moment, she has.
Brilliant. I am going to definitely use.
There are limits to that, but
Damn. I'm definitely gonna. We're gonna go good old fashioned katana. Because we
As
ran
you
out of
do.
budget.
as you do.
We ran out of budget for the guns.
They're all still loaded with blanks for the show.
Still bloated with blanks for the show. That is fun fact, the reason that in Deadpool he uses katanas at the very end is they ran out of budget for the guns. So he leaves them in the duffel because they couldn't afford them. And I just roll.
Yeah. Ooh.
And I pick
You're
2.
incredibly
And you
lucky.
Pick the two
Pick two.
highest.
All right, 2 highest. That is an 8.
An 8. Okay.
They are
Well, the land shark only has a 6.
Cool.
Wow.
I, however, am going to spend a plot point
All
and
right.
give that to you.
Oh, yay.
That's when I spend a plot point, I give it to somebody.
Okay.
And I am going to add an extra dice,
That's fine.
which is only going to make us even.
All right. So
Um,
is this like the end of Rocky? Like,
Yeah.
it takes out a katana and we just hit each other together?
No, the land shark, I think that what happens is that actually the telekinetic bubble gets in the way, and so you're like smack at the land shark with your katana, and it hits the bubble, but the land shark is biting at the bubble, so the reverberation of that causes the land shark to...
All right. I feel like I want out of the bubble now.
Sorry.
Please.
Okay, so who goes next? Oh, you have not gone yet. You defended.
All right.
Yeah, I've already gone.
Right, you have gone, so who goes next?
Do you want to fight?
Yeah, I'm ready. I got
True
an idea.
Justice the American way?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
I'm gonna pick up that one of those big metal trash cans. You know,
Yeah.
the decorative.
Yeah.
On
The
yeah.
decorative trash cans, not the
Yeah.
ones that you actually use.
No, yeah, you know the ones that they're like usually fanned out at the top. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that and I'm going to try and put it over the shark's face
Sweet. I like it.
because then it can't see and it can't bite me.
Sweet. So you're trying to effectively muzzle
Yeah.
the land shark.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, let's put some dice together.
So is that a team thing? Because we're acting as a team, or is that a solo thing?
You tell me.
You know, I feel like maybe it's a buddy thing because I have to coordinate getting it through the telekinetic shield.
Fair. Fair. I like it.
And I'm going to take my never been a hero before die and then strength.
Sweet.
Now, do you want to take the never been a hero before as a negative and get a plot point? You ready to take it as a D4,
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
right? This is a very Looney Tunes.
Yeah, you're right. I'll do
What's
that.
wrong with Looney Tunes?
Nothing, but it gets them a plot point. That's the point.
All right,
Yep. You have a plot point that you cannot use this roll, but you'll be able to use on the next roll.
got it. Here we go. Big money.
No whammies.
I rolled a 6.
Well,
Altogether.
you rolled a 4.
I rolled a 4. 4.
We're so close to all Snake Eyes.
But I didn't get any 1s, so ha.
Okay. Well, they have a 13.
Yeah, I'm not going to add a die to that. That's a large hill to climb.
Okay.
So
Cool. So
We have background music
Look,
and it's
look,
amazing.
The bubble is around the band.
this is the music coming from the pier because they have
Yeah.
not seen the land sharks yet.
Oh yeah, naturally. I did not know if it was non-diegetic or not.
No.
To be honest, it's always non-diegetic.
Well, if you can't tell, none of us are going to be able to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that because the land shark has more than 5 over you, you're going to take a D6 condition.
okay.
Okay. Because
Yeah, that just went poorly.
that went poorly.
It's just-
So I think what happened was you got a little overexcited and just like overstrengthed it, and the trash can like split apart as you tried to shove it over the muzzle of the, and so now you are literally nose to nose with land shark,
Got
and that's your condition.
You should fix that.
I'll try.
So
Smile,
you are
you son of a bitch.
nose to nose with a land shark, and that is a condition that I can use against you.
Got it.
Okay,
So you're done.
Yep.
so you're done,
Oh, yeah. I'll go flip my card and get my dice out of the way.
and that leaves Quentin to go.
All right. Yeah, and I'm going to yell out, you're supposed to use an air tank for that.
Land shark can't stay down with 3 barrels on him.
You know, it's terrible because I have had like a week to workshop a whole bunch of land shark, bits that I didn't get to do before. So yeah.
Can I check the previous panels for any good one-liners?
Well, this was previous past issue, right? Or
When you have an argument and afterwards you're like, oh man, I should have said that. Clearly did not happen this time.
exactly. Okay, so I am going to try to gather up. How many land sharks are coming at us?
There are 5 land sharks.
Okay, there are 5 land sharks. So I'm gonna try to gather up the land sharks together and kind of chuck them in a land sharknado, as it were. Yeah. So let's do that.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm kind of stepping out of my bubble, and I'm doing it solo. So I'm gonna do it by myself. So solo.
Do you want to up the stakes on this?
How could I do that?
Well, if you up the stakes on this, I will add a dice to my dice pool.
Okay.
And then if you beat them, you take them out of the scene. As it stands right now, if you beat them right now, you're going to reduce their effect die.
Right. Well, I think I'll let's beat them up a little bit and let somebody else.
Cool.
This is first round.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm going to.
Every single combat, we're like, cool, we just do something goofy and it doesn't work. And then he's like,
That's surprisingly how it goes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I've got.
They have 7.
They have
wrecked them.
7. I should have gone. All right. I've got a 14.
Sweet. Awesome. So that means a couple of things. One, you have a heroic result, which is awesome because that allows you can decide you want to do one of a couple of things here. You can either.
I used to be an X-Men. I think I know what it means to be a hero. I mean, okay.
So you can either reduce their effect die by 2 die types instead of just 1, or you can take a hero die, which means you would get to add a D10 to your dice pool that you can then add to your dice pool whenever you like.
Okay. Do I still also reduce their?
Right now you're reducing them by 1, and you have to decide whether you want to reduce it another one or take a hero die.
I will reduce it by 1, and I'm going to take hero die.
Okay, so you get to add a D10. Just take a D10 and set it off to the side.
Okay.
And then to use that hero die in a pool later, you spend a plot point.
Okay, I have to spend a pop. Okay, cool. Well, then in that case, so we're all
So that's
done.
the end of the round. So who goes next?
Honestly, I'm going to be a little bit selfish and let myself go next, and let's see if I can throw them out. Smush them up in a ball and throw them out all the way out to sea.
Out to the ocean. Okay, sweet.
Because they're land sharks; they don't swim very well.
The land sharks. It's true.
And I just got a special shiny new hero die.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
Okay, so you're going to add your hero die to your pool?
I will add my
I'll
hero
take
die to
that
my
plot
pool.
point.
And now it's a D10. Okay, cool.
Right. Oops.
Betrayed.
Okay. They have a 15.
I do not. And I don't have a plot point to spend, so. Oh well.
Okay. What did you get?
I got a 7 and a 5, so that is a
12. Okay. Okay, so you are not able to scoop up the land sharks.
Well, I'm not able to throw the land sharks far out
Right.
to sea. So, I mean, I kind of have them scooped up, and then I kind of just.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go. Right? They're heavier than I thought.
heavy.
Also, I was maintaining a bubble, so it fell.
He's 20 foot long and weighs 2 tons. And
What did you manage to the tornado though? Like the NATO part
It
of the
was
Sharknado?
nearly there. I think it was
like a
just
shark
about to go.
vortex.
It was
Okay.
kind of a shark
Didn't get
dust
all the
devil.
way to the NATO.
Kind of a shark
Shark
dust
dust
devil.
Yeah.
My worry was that you had made this problem pretty bad to impossibly worse by going from just it's
Just
a
some
shark
land
to,
sharks. To
Now
shark
they're
land
actively
sharknado.
flying.
Yeah.
And it was bad enough when they were on one level.
Okay, we're gonna need. Okay, so I'm gonna. Yeah, we're obviously gonna need a bigger land boat.
Obviously going to need a bigger land boat. Who goes next?
Let's see what are they gonna do about all
Okay.
this?
A couple things are going to happen. I'm going to deal with that in just a minute. But the land sharks are going to try to. They're still trying to get to the taco stand because they want to eat the tacos. And now there's not a telekinetic bubble around the taco stand because somebody wanted the telekinetic bubble gone.
I'd like to go back 2 panels and punch myself. Just briefly. I'll come back. It's fine. Shut up. Go back.
So they are going to attack, and because you are preventing them from getting to the taco stand, they're going to attack you in particular.
Right.
Yeah, because he's the at least somewhat effective one.
I am the Omega level mutant. Yeah.
They can sense Omega level mutants.
Exactly.
It's-
I mean, if they can smell tacos five miles away.
They can smell Omega
They can
level
smell
mutants.
the X gene.
It was
for
a
sure.
dominance display, actually. Like, you came in. You were the
But they have a
dominant.
12 to attack you.
Okay. So I'm acting as a team. I'm kind of back with our team members. We'll have a little panel where we're all
Yeah.
kind of facing off,
Ready.
and then they all
Except the one shark that's looking at me.
they all come after me. So I'm gonna they can sense Omega level mutant power. So I'm gonna have a distinction, and why don't you give me a plot point as I'm using a D4 distinction.
Cool.
And
We can do that.
then I am going to use my telekinesis because that's what it's for. It's the power to move you.
Like the music.
Exactly. All right, so I rolled a 1, and I've got a 6.
Okay. I will buy that 1, even though it's a D4. Still, you never know when these things come in handy. And you have a 6?
I have a 6.
Okay, they have a 12.
That's more.
That's more. So you're looking at a D6 condition right now.
Right. I guess I take a D6 condition.
Okay? You have a D6 condition of chomped.
That sounds like a problem.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't worry, chum. We'll save you.
A for effort.
Chum jokes.
I was working on it.
I
Here's
can,
the thing.
I can drive the boat.
Yeah.
Three
You come back here and jump some of the shit for a little while.
3 weeks. 3 weeks he had to workshop land shark jokes. And chum is what he came up with.
So, the thing that really happens though, and this is possibly why you got chomped,
Yeah.
is because you notice that you now have a new complication, and that is that there is, because it's been sunny and warm
Right.
again. There is a young woman on the beach. She was sunning on the beach when the land sharks came up, and she is now being menaced by the land sharks. So I'm going to add the complication of innocent bystanders.
You would.
Yes, I would.
Oh, is the bubble gone, by the way?
Did you take the bubble down?
I think I sort of made holes in it at least, so it could
Okay.
it could still technically be there, but I think we were able to permeate through it. I think now.
It's more like Swiss cheese.
Right. So, but we have a D6 complication on the scene of innocent bystander. So there's a young woman, and she's being menaced by land sharks, and she is screaming her little head off.
But she's not tacos.
She is not tacos, though.
She's not tacos.
Yet.
Yet. That's true. There's only the potential for tacos there.
So yeah, so I'm done. So that was there. It
The
was
bad
their
guys.
action.
That's
That was them.
action.
Yeah.
That was them. And I think we'll have Gwen to go next.
All right. It's time to do the hero shit. That's fine. I'm going to lovingly place these tacos under the taco stand.
Okay?
And look at me, Oscar. Nothing happens to these tacos.
Land sharks!
Nothing.
Did-
I'm
Land sharks.
doing the thing. I'm gonna be a hero. I'm gonna be a big hero all up in this place. I'm really trying to fit in a Daddy Shark reference, and I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna about how many sharks are we looking at? 5? Oh, okay, that's a lot of sharks.
There are 5-ish land sharks.
There are many land sharks.
It's almost like a school.
I wonder if it's a shoal, actually.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to actually you. I'm trying to think of the best way to handle this, but I can't think of one. But there's only one menaced bystander, or we're looking at lots of bystanders?
There's one relevant menaced bystander.
One got
All
a panel.
right. Relevant bystander.
It's kind of like, okay, the panel, what
Yeah.
the panel looks like is you're looking down on the beach and there's this land shark like about to glomp on this one lone figure that's going, eh! But you can see the silhouettes of other figures as they're running away.
I would like to superhero land, jump from wherever I am or whatever, run across and just get between that land shark and that innocent bystander. And I have
Is
guns.
that
Wait, guns are a
spend the
thing
plot
I can
point?
do.
Yeah. Bazookas are a thing you can do.
Bazookas are a thing. I would like to use a bazooka
Okay.
and, rescue that lady because feminism.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
Let's see. I'm working solo, I'm assuming.
You're solo at this point because you've separated yourself from the rest of the group.
solo. They can't
I'm not
hear
much
you.
of a bazooka guy. Sorry.
You know what?
Nobody's ever called me Joe.
Oh my god. I like the idea that you're doing these in character and we're like,
yeah.
keep workshopping it. We're hiring you a writer. So, solo action.
We can afford a writer, but we can't afford guns.
I have guns too. I just couldn't in the last panel because I spent that budget on tacos.
Ah,
It upgrades.
gotcha.
You had to wait for your pocket money to refill.
Yes. I'm waiting for my pocket. All right, and it's a D.
Residuals.
As a weapons expert at the D10.
Okay.
This is
You
potentially
can do it.
a great idea. Hold on, I'm switching this one to this one. These are actually really hard to read. Bazooka that shark. Okay, that's a 1.
What did you get a 1 on?
D10.
A D10.
Oh, big money.
But I also got a
buy
10.
that. Cool.
I can't use that die for buying things, so there we go.
They have a 14.
I would like to plot point that not to happen. I have no idea how I'm going to do that. You know what? That's fine. Let's let it happen. Who knows?
Did you just bazooka that lady?
What did you get? You got a 10?
I got a 10.
Okay. All that means is that you didn't do harm to them.
Oh, good to know.
Okay.
All right. Is the lady fine?
Yeah.
Okay, because I declared this rescue in the name of feminism. I feel like I'm actually sending it backwards again. I'm a little apologetic.
It's okay. Your superhero landing alone was enough to keep the land shark from getting at her.
Awesome.
It's trying. It's like, "Nom, nom, nom,
Take
nom,
me
nom,
instead."
nom, nom." But you weren't able to do harm to the land shark. It's just not able to get to her.
All right.
Sweet. And that leaves us with Johnny, with Mr. Fuse.
All
Joe.
right.
You are nose to nose with land shark.
I
As a
am
reminder.
just straight gonna jump into its mouth and
Okay.
punch my way out from the inside.
Okay. Are you gonna turn yourself into something
Yeah,
along
yeah.
the way? Okay.
Well, I was a human statue, so I'm still made out of rock.
Oh, okay. So you're rock. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
And I don't think they're strong enough to chew through rocks.
Find out.
Yeah, it could go badly, and it probably will. But
Certainly it will make a great Shark Week bit.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to totally make a great panel when you get glorped by the shark.
oh yeah,
I was going to say, they've pulled a lot of things out of shark stomachs, so I don't think chew is the problem. Or digest.
well, yeah, but I'm big enough that it would take a bite or
Oh,
two.
yeah. I mean,
This is a solo thing.
Uh-huh.
I feel like my idea about jumping into its gullet and punching my way out is not a real heroic way to fight a shark.
Okay.
But I've never been a hero before.
Right. You're new to this hero thing.
Yeah.
You
It's
are
not-
new to this hero
It's not
thing.
the real glorious battle scene that a lot of people would go for. And then I'm mimicking rock to try and
Yeah.
survive being eaten
I
by
dig
a
it.
shark.
I dig it.
8.
The sharks have a 13.
Damn those sharks.
they're
Every
very
time.
good at this.
These sharks have been training. What is going on?
They're very buff sharks.
Yeah.
They're very buff land sharks.
They're swole.
They're very swole.
I was trying to work on a shark swallow joke, and it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't
Is
coming
it a
together.
swole of sharks? It's not
That's-
funny unless
yeah,
you know
that's-
what.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I went to in my head, and I'm like, yeah.
I'm
So
sad
yeah,
now.
I didn't do that.
Okay. Cool. So because they got 5 over you on their defense, I'm going to upgrade your
Badness to a D8.
your nose to nose
Now I'm in the mouth.
to a D8 to
Belly the beast.
Partially eaten.
you have a D8 chomped.
Okay.
Okay. I could give you an additional condition, but it makes more sense to just upgrade that one.
Yeah, for sure.
So, again, I mentioned earlier about raising the stakes on something. I can raise the stakes too, but we're not there. Okay. The other thing is that if you have on your sheet, you'll notice you have 3 spaces for conditions. If you take 3 conditions and we're going to take another condition, then you're taken out of the scene.
Got it.
Okay.
Does this count as 2?
No, this counts as
It's
1.
still just 1. Okay.
But if you have 3 that are D12s, because the other thing is I can upgrade a condition to a higher die.
Got it.
Okay. Make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm in.
Excellent. So that's the round. Who goes first in the next round?
Oh.
I think maybe one of you guys should go first.
I think we have this panel of
Stuck in a shark.
a
Yes.
land shark,
He's fine. He'll be fine.
and we see Fuse's feet, legs sticking
Yeah.
out of it, and they're wiggling. But in the background, we see Kate Bishop going. Because
So
she just watched her boyfriend get hit by a land shark.
Why don't you try and shoot the shark? Shoot the shark!
I'll let you try and shoot this shark, Clara.
Oh, that's awesome. I can do that. Sorry, I was trying to see how I felt about Kate beyond like we're besties. I think we're besties. And I was like, I will rescue the boyfriend. This is fine. Everything's fine. What do you mean, sharks? Sorry. I'm gonna shoot the
So
shark.
you're gonna leave the woman on the beach.
I'm gonna grab the woman and take her with me. This seems like a bad idea.
Okay.
Oh, that's true. I forgot all about her.
I'm gonna do the cover of the science fiction movie thing where I'm gonna grab the lady, I'm gonna take the gun, we're gonna go together.
Okay.
You're gonna fight a land shark?
Yeah, like
And you're gonna attack the land shark.
yeah, I look amazing doing
Creature
this.
in the Black Lagoon all the way.
Yeah,
I dig it.
all right,
I am gonna upgrade your difficulty though.
that's fine. Just going all kinds of sideways. I'm wondering if I can just like jump to the panel where we decided to do this and be like, hey, maybe no. Maybe find a new taco stand.
I have this vision of there being a panel where Gwen is going, I can jump back to the panel before the land sharks attacked, and we can take out the land sharks. And we have Gwen popping into that panel going, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I think there's like a confessional where she's just like, I feel like this got away from me.
I think we have to have that confessional right now.
Yeah.
Right. So, what made you try to grab the woman and take her with you when you? What made you go back and try to take out land sharks anyway?
In retrospect, it wasn't my best plan, but I stand by my decisions, and I would do it again.
Okay.
They're really good tacos. Look. All right. How? What am I doing?
So you're going to build an ice pool. You're acting solo.
Yes. This is a bad idea. Solo is D10.
That's a good idea.
Distinction
That's a
is
great
D8.
idea,
And I am a... Olympic level athlete. Push to the finish for one rule / scene. Step up your power die by 1 die type.
Uh-huh. And that's gonna do a thing as well. There's another thing that gets involved in there.
I think this is going to require a little bit of athletics, but weapons expert is also. I don't know which one. I could make an argument for both. I would let you.
It's up to you.
Oh, I forgot. There's a supplemental thing. On a success, reduce their difficulty die by an additional die type. If I haven't succeeded in murdering a shark, that's what I just remembered that. I would like to forget that again.
Yeah, successes would be fun to see.
All right, let's just do weapons expert. What could go wrong?
This whole game is just us fighting these 5 sharks
I just sort of assumed that was
for
happening.
3 hours of like,
Oh,
we
no.
can't beat them.
There's so many of them.
I fight the.
Well,
All
I'll
right.
just give in, get plot points, and move on.
That's right. I'm just leaving.
I was like, I'd like to leave the
You're on
panel
your
now.
own. Taco stand.
You can't do that, in which case the taco stand is destroyed.
Well, we can't have that happen.
Last ditch effort. All right, let's do this. I forget even who I'm shooting at. Oh, that's a 10. Okay, so I got a 17.
Okay. Because the sharks have a 16.
Jesus!
So it's good that you got a 17.
No, I know, but
You
like,
succeeded.
really sharks. good shot!
Okay, so that's going to step down the sharks by a die type.
I'd like doves to fly out from behind me when that happens, too. It's like a John Woo movie suddenly. This is important to me.
Sure. Okay. And when you grab the young woman and jump to go shoot the land shark that has fuse, we have the panel of you grabbing her and like jumping. And that's when we recognize that she is a B-level actress from Hollywood who is in who has appeared in a couple of new superhero movies.
Oh God, it's the same one too.
Yeah.
Is it? It's like like the same. Sorry, she's in all of them, but it's the same lady or something. I don't know why. I just have that in my head. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know which
Yeah.
superhero she's playing in the superheroes in the movies. But
Oh, now I'm sad.
okay,
Yeah, awesome. Oh, do I have to talk to her?
not yet.
Okay.
You can't. That'll happen in a minute.
Awesome. As that's happening, I would like to
Although
be.
if it would be a Gwenpool thing to make a pithy,
Yeah.
comment.
As it's happening, I would like to turn and be like, I'd like to ask for your consent to rescue you, and then just grab her.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Who goes
It's
next?
important. Have you seen Hitchcock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hancock.
Best. Hancock. That's like the best part.
Yes.
Although Hitchcock.
Different
would-
movie
yeah.
entirely.
But I like that picture in my head.
Go do the thing. Go do the thing, Quentin.
Okay. So I'm.
So, is the shark that was trying to eat me now dead?
The shark's effectiveness is reduced by one die type,
Okay.
and the way I would represent that is that one of the sharks is now gone, and it's the one that was chomping on you. So, tell you what, we will do away with your chomped.
Okay. I just have to get out of the shark.
So yeah, a little telekinetic thought or telepathy thought bubble. Not telekinetic thought bubble. Telepathy thought bubble. Wait, are you inside the shark?
I sort of. At least partially.
Okay.
I'll be out in a minute.
You know, I know Kate isn't very good at leading, but maybe she is.
I'm going to put that back in
Sure,
for
sure.
a minute.
Okay, but maybe she is somewhat effective in guiding you. Okay, so I'm gonna do my thing and get up there and try to get rid of these damn sharks.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna blast a bunch of sharks.
Sharknado 2.
Just when you thought it was safe to go for tacos.
The sequel's better anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jaws 3D. All right, so I've got my solo, Omega level mutant powerhouse, and telekinesis.
Okay.
Can't do much better than that. Now, can I add another die? Spend a plot point.
You can
to,
spend a plot point to add another dice to your pool, add a d6 to your pool.
but just a d6. Okay. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
All right, so I rolled a 1, and it's on the d6.
How's that Doom pool looking?
It's pretty big.
Kind of doomy.
It's doomish. They have an 11.
Okay, well, I have a 12, or 13.
You have a 13.
But that's not quite enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my other plot point
Okay.
to add in that 4 and make it a 17,
Okay.
which will beat them.
Which will beat them by more than 5, so you get to add a d8 hero die.
Right?
Set that aside.
Is it a d8 or a d10?
Or you can step them down by 2 types.
Let's step them down by 2 types.
Okay. So that's going to take them down to a d4.
Right.
And they are near to being taken out.
So, yeah, it's just a maximum...
Maximum effort.
No, that doesn't sound right. I don't think I'd say that.
You might have heard it somewhere.
I don't know why, though. It's just, yeah. Yeah, so I'm
It's,
just going to...
it's possible that Gwen talks in her sleep, but
Could
that's
be.
not something we would know about.
No, of course we wouldn't. It's got nothing to do with it, constantly reading your mind. All right, so, yeah, I'm just going to, I do it to everybody. It's just, it's a pain in the ass.
To be fair, half the time it's just you in your head going tacos.
Tacos, 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 Quentin. Tacos, tacos, tacos. Yeah.
So yeah, this I actually get the Sharknado pumping up a little bit and send a couple of them flinging out.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
kind of
You fling a couple of them back out into the water.
Yep.
Yep.
Stay out.
All right.
All right. That was very heroic.
It was. All right, Fuse, bring us home.
Here we go. I got a plan.
Okay. You have a complication you have to deal with, which you're going to have to deal with as part of what you're doing, or you can try to deal with the condition. Either way, it's up to you.
Okay, so
What that amounts to is if you're going to do something else, I'm going to roll the condition against you. If you're going to try to deal with the condition, then you won't be able to do something else.
but you still only get to add 2 dice together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just adds to your
Yeah.
pool of dice.
I'm just going to add a D8 into the
Yeah,
into the
okay.
pool.
Well, I got to try this because it's almost the end, and if I don't do this one, I'm going to be sad because it was brilliant.
Okay.
Brilliant. So this is going to be a solo effort.
I don't know. Do you think it was brilliant?
We'll have that moment in a minute.
Have you ever tried to crawl out from the inside of a sleeping bag? I'm imagining that's what it looks like as he's trying to get out of the.
Oh yeah.
Don't they sell those like sleeping bags that now look like a shark?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Or like the tauntaun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no dignified way to do that.
Yeah, no. How do you crawl out of a dead shark? Well, of course, with class.
I tend to try to go out the way I came in.
That's the right choice.
Or go out through the side,
Yeah.
if you have a chainsaw.
Why would we have chainsaws against sharks? That
He
makes
could
no
turn
sense.
into a chainsaw. That is a thing he can do.
No, he can turn into metal.
I could turn into the
Yeah, he
steel
doesn't-
links of the chainsaw. But
And then just like rub yourself very fast on it. I should not be allowed to play this
this is
character
a
anymore.
whole different game. What are you doing in there? Just give me a minute.
You didn't need
All
to
right.
take it there.
That's what happened. That's what happened. You said turn yourself into chainsaw parts and rub yourself on it very fast.
Fuse, what are you doing in there? Going blind!
All right, X card. Let's
Yeah, here we go.
I don't think
move on.
we need that in our scene.
Let's move on.
Sorry about that.
Here
No
we
worries.
go. So I'm gonna go with I've never dated a hero before
Okay.
because I'm gonna crawl out and just be covered in shark guts. And
Okay.
I'm gonna give the thumbs up in the distance.
Okay.
And then I'm going to jump into the air, turning myself into like a helium balloon for a second, so I get some lift. And then I'm going to turn myself into just lead and try and smash the shark.
Okay.
Because I want to jump the shark.
Okay.
Actually, that's pretty good.
So I
was
got
great.
15.
Okay, they have a 10. So,
I did something.
right.
I did something.
So, because you can only reduce the sharks by 1 more point, because that's going to take them out, you also get to add a D8 hero die
Okay.
to your that you can set aside and you can use later. And to answer the question that you asked a minute ago,
Yeah.
the hero die is the largest die in my pool, is what you get
okay.
to add.
Cool.
So if I had rolled a D12, you would get to add a D12.
Yeah.
Okay?
That sounds cool.
So the sharks are taken out.
Yay! No more land sharks.
Look at that.
The taco restaurant is saved.
And the taco rrestaurant is saved.
It's a stand, but yeah.
Okay, yes, the taco stand is saved.
It
And,
doesn't have inside seats.
and you have tacos.
And I have tacos. I have tacos.
Oh, you totally have tacos. And there is a B-level starlet who is very grateful for being saved from the sharks.
I am a huge
like-
fan.
And but she's also traumatized.
I get that. I'm a huge fan though, and I just want to like hand her a taco wrapper to sign while we're here.
Okay.
Just a big grease stain on it.
Are we
So-
we're not still chomped, are we?
No. Any conditions that you had are gone. That is, the nature of conditions is that they only last for the scene,
Sure.
unless they're made sticky for some reason, or unless they become a consequence. A consequence is more dire.
Yeah.
Um,
That makes sense.
So I have a question. What is this actress's name, and who does she play in the upcoming superhero movie?
Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. I've got it coming up with names on the spot, so if anyone has suggestions, do that now. Let's call her Random Name Generator.
That seems oddly specific.
I know. Hush.
So is it random as a first name and then name generator like hyphened? Like is it hyphenated?
Well,
thing?
she married a guy named Generator.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Her name was Random Name, and his name
Was
was
generator. Yeah, I get it. Cool.
was Turbo Generator, and so she became, Random Name Generator.
I just found like the most complicated one that's even possible. Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Useful.
Yeah, you went to behind the name.
Yeah, I went to the really, really intense one. Let's try this one more time. Wow, that worked really well. I like that this is the thing that I'm really, really bad at. Alright, name generator, UK. I also imagine this is happening in real time.
What's your name again? Hold on.
Her name is Marion Churchill. I had to IMDb her.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You're like, you were in that thing.
You were the thing!
yeah.
And
the thing.
and who does she play?
You play Power Woman! Or Honey, oh shoot, I'll figure it out later.
I'm good with Power One.
Yeah, there's a Japanese superhero that is just hilarious, and I cannot remember the name.
Cool.
Anyway,
But yes, it is Marion Churchill, and she plays Power Woman.
and I am a huge fan, and I hand her a taco wrapper and a Sharpie. I'm like, do you mind signing this?
Oh, of course, I'll be happy to. And she signs.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Put that in one of my pockets.
Yep.
Awesome. So, do I have to go back, or can we just live out the rest of this timeline? Is this a timeline? Or have I just irrevocably changed the past?
Well, that kind of depends on what you do.
I guess we have to go back to the future.
That's good. I like that idea.
Okay.
You guys seem uncomfortable with this idea. Should we stay?
In the future is where I know my key works, so I can go take a shower.
Well,
You are covered with shark guts.
Yeah.
You are covered in shark guts.
also, I'm having a conversation with myself, and it's weird, and I'd like to get out of here. So, yeah, can you do your thing?
To the next panel.
Because you do have your power. You have powers, right?
Yes.
This means you have powers.
Do I?
It's a thing.
Mystery. And let's jump to the next panel. I actually have to roll for that, don't I?
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, this could fail, guys. I love it.
Bet you got a lot of popcorn.
I want you to do this. Okay? I also want you to make note of the special effect for this power.
Every spoiler die you roll as one person.
For every spoiler die you roll, one person gets jumped to a different panel.
Oh jeez, this is hilarious. Okay, so I was gonna say I have plot points, but I think I'm gonna wait until
Okay?
because I don't entirely remember how to roll the spoiler die.
That's if you
But
get
that's
one.
if you get a 1.
Oh,
if you get a
oh.
1.
Oh boy, good luck, friends.
We made it!
We made it.
There is a 1, though.
No, there isn't.
No?
It's 2 3s and a 4.
Oh, okay.
They're just really hard to read dice.
Yeah.
So you have a 6. Or no, you have
A 7.
a 7. You need 11.
I'd like to buy a die.
If you get a 10,
That's going to get a 10.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
that's not going to get you there, though. Would you like to succeed at a cost?
Yes.
No?
You don't have to spend the
Oh, I
plot
don't?
point.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. To succeed at a cost.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to spend
This
the
sounds
point.
like a great idea.
The cost is that you have just triggered a paradox loop
Oh dear.
in comic book reality, in across the many realities of the multiverse. So that's going to be a thing.
I feel like you're coming after my taco stand.
But you are going to jump to the panel that you wanted to jump to. Quentin, just before, literally, you are blipping, right? And our last panel is of you, and you happen to look at Marion as you're blipping out. He's looking at other girls, by the way. Just so you know.
Rude.
Just, pointing out.
He's famous. Like, there's a little bit of leeway, but like.
But the thing is, you have like the emotion, you have like the thoughts of all the people around Marion. Marion is a black hole. She has no thoughts. And we blip out to the other panel.
Wow. And now we're back and the taco stand still stands.
That you are back in the panel, but the taco is still standing.
We changed the past.
And yeah.
Just very proud of myself right now.
I think I changed my mind. I'm going to go use that like outdoor beach shower.
So, but we need to jump. We need to have a confessional.
Oh, sure.
So, was that really a good idea to try to go into the shark and then punch your way out?
Look, it kept the shark busy. The shark wasn't able to eat anybody else. Right?
Okay.
It makes for good TV. How many other shows have actually had somebody eaten by a shark?
The producer for the film crew is not even listening to you anymore because she's totally re-editing the whole thing right now to make the film crew look like the heroes of the whole thing.
Sure. Now I'm going to trudge over and push that button and try and get shark off of me.
Okay.
And then have to hit it again and again and again.
Yeah, because it runs for 30 seconds and then dies.
Yeah.
And it runs for 30 seconds and dies. Because,
It's a beach shower.
it's a beach shower.
If I turn into water, will it just run off?
I don't know.
You could just
I'm
be
gonna
shark
try.
gutty water.
Oh, that would be bad. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And you called me chum.
Yeah. I did. It's the revenge of the universe.
We've had 3 weeks to workshop this, guys.
Okay, so you're back in your regular time. You have tacos.
I have tacos, and they're beautiful tacos.
So, did anyone else get a weird vibe off of Marion Churchill?
I mean, she was like totally. I mean, she was totally awesome, and she signed my thing, and that was awesome. And I mean, I can give it to you. I can get another one because I think we're best friends now.
Huh. I don't know. I mean, I don't
Why?
really lead. I don't really lead this team.
But you should,
I should.
I am.
because you are an Omega level mutant.
I am.
I have elected myself interim team leader while Kate is doing whatever she's doing.
She's not still standing down the way looking.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
That'd be a long time to stand there.
Yeah.
Nope.
2 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You're okay with that, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
I am leader.
You remember that she's a crazy person, right?
But it's also not wise to make a crazy person angry. So we say, yeah, it's fine.
Especially one with
Fine.
bazookas and katanas.
You should never tell a psychopath that they're a psychopath. It upsets them.
There's that old Far Side cartoon of ways that nature tells you it's dangerous. Right? It's like a cat. It's a snake with a rattle. And then it's like a person with a bazooka and a shoe on their head. Nothing. Not saying a thing.
I want to cut to a confessional really fast. Is that
Okay.
okay?
Sure.
I feel like Quentin and I feel like there's some distance between Quentin and I right now, and that really hurts me. But it's fine. I just like single tear. It doesn't it just comes out from under the mask though. It's like clearly not real. Anyway.
Like the camera cuts out for a second and comes back, and it was just you
Yeah.
like squeezing stuff in
Yeah.
your eye, and they're like, oh, yeah.
Vote America. Vote for me. Text that in. There's no number. I don't care.
Okay.
Okay.
So, in the news on the boardwalk today, because you're back in your regular panel and your tacos, that filming of the new Power Woman movie has been disrupted, and there was a a disastrous crane failure at the location where they're filming in Santa Monica.
Like happening at this moment, right now?
Yeah, breaking news.
Oh God.
Breaking
Tacos
news.
though. Okay.
And, so
We've got to rescue my new best friend.
Like, are people actively in danger, or did this
Oh, yeah.
crane?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I guess we're gonna.
So, I'm going to lift myself up high above the boardwalk and see if I can see a crane that's
you
in
see
trouble.
a crane in trouble. It's like imminently toppling. Yeah, it'd be really handy if you had America with you because
Yeah,
she's
no
like
kidding.
super strong
I wish
and
they'd
can punch
stop
things into the sun. But America's not here. She's off somewhere with Kate.
I would like to remind our writers to stop reminding us of this.
It's a defining character trait. There's no way.
Just like speaking, I need to speak to the writers for a second. Not the television writers. You're fine. I got beef to pick. Wait. Is that the right
Yeah.
word?
That's where the cows are, in the field, waiting to be picked.
Both to pick. Beef with you.
Okay, guys. Well, we should go do something about that.
Yeah, I will go help.
Yes, team.
Go
Away.
team. Right, and by go team away, I think you mean I have to pick everyone up and fly us over there. So that's what I'm doing.
I mean, I could probably get a lift or something.
I'm gonna Uber. You're gonna Uber to the.
But I think
Do you know how difficult it is to pick up the people down in Venice Beach? It's terrible. It's just awful.
I didn't say I'd get there soon, but I'd help when I get there.
There's like 2 streets. Nothing but
They
traffic.
both go the same way.
Well, they certainly a lot of one-way streets going otherwise, and the GPS does not work very well down at the beach. Anyway, I'm gonna pick us up and fly over there.
Okay, let's put some dice down.
Okay, so
Don't drop me.
I will try not to. Maybe you should turn yourself into something either bouncy or hard.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna flubber this shit.
Don't drop me.
I wouldn't dare. All right. So I am acting as a team. I'm an Omega level mutant powerhouse, and I've got telekinesis. So let's do this. Okay, so that's a 13.
All you needed was an 11.
Yay!
So you were able to fly everyone over there,
Yep.
I'd like to sing a
which is
legally-
usually America's gig.
Jeez.
I know.
I'd like to sing a legally allowable version of A Whole New World.
You mean A Whole New World? Disney
Yes.
owns Marvel.
Oh
totally
yeah,
do
I
it.
can do that
We're
now.
fine. Synergy.
Now that was not Kid Omega saying that because that wouldn't make any sense to me. But
No.
maybe that's a thought
Yeah.
that occurs to Gwenpool.
Yeah, well, you just hear, oh yeah, Disney owns Marvel, and then A Whole New World starts playing. But I'm only singing Jasmine's parts, and I'm just waiting quietly for the other one.
Beat. Okay.
I feel so bad for our listeners right now.
All right.
I think the whole way over there, I was doing this.
I'm a bird.
I'm just sort of
Hold me, Quentin.
you're the
Don't let
king.
me-
You're the king of the world.
Okay.
All right, so we're flying over there. There's a crane falling.
There's a crane about to topple,
So I guess I catch it. Can you catch it? Can
and it has the thing. I think the thing that we see in the frame as you are approaching is this crane that was moving some kind of machinery, or possibly Marion Churchill's trailer into place. But there's all these little robots climbing all over it, and they're all kinds of different shapes, but they're all kinds of whimsical, toy shapes, like little toy soldiers, and like little toy dinosaurs and things like that. But they're crawling all over it, and they're ripping at it and tearing it and things like that.
That is super cool.
All right, gang, let's get these guys.
We're gonna. First it was sharks that walk on land, and now it's toy dinosaurs.
Superhero landing.
It's gonna be great.
I'm young, my knees still work.
So who goes first? What's the deal?
I think that Gwen was initiating action because she wanted to do a superhero landing.
I'm ready for the. Oh, I don't know how. Let's just do it anyway. Who knows? If I superhero land, how big are these robots?
They vary in size. Most of them are,
Okay.
18 inches high.
Okay, so it wouldn't suck if I landed on one. It wouldn't but it probably shouldn't land on them. I'm just trying to think of the best weapon for the situation. That is.
It's 100% my plan to try and land on as many of them as I can fit under my silhouette.
I was gonna say I'm not made of
Yeah.
metal,
We all have our disadvantages.
but I am a superhero. So if I come down with a mallet, could I crush them
Sure.
as? Let's do this thing. I'm Harley Quinn now.
Who?
Different property. You wouldn't understand.
No,
So-
I don't understand more than half the time.
I only understand you.
At this point, it could be
20%. That's
Tops.
a good day.
insisting the world is a comic book might be the
So-
way I'm using this.
So our problem is we have D10 toy bots,
Oh no!
and we have a complication in that we have a falling crane.
It's listening.
But it's only a D6 falling crane right now. If it reaches a D12 falling crane, it will
Fall.
fall.
Okay, I would like to revise my plan. I would like. Oh, is it falling because it's off? It's unstable, or is it falling because
It's being made unstable because they're ripping at the base of it.
So I do need to murder the toy bots, is what I'm hearing. I'd like to aim for the toy bots around the base of the crane.
Sure.
So
Some of them are on the base trying to rip apart the base of it. Some of them are climbing up on top of it trying to overbalance it to get it to fall. And
they're clearly.
and it has this trailer, which curiously Marion Churchill is in.
Which is all right. That also looks like a problem. If I could get in the crane, could I drive it? Would that be a thing I could do?
Could be done. Could possibly be done.
I'm gonna change my trajectory. I'm gonna see if I can get land close enough to the crane to get in it later.
Okay.
In a second.
You will have to deal with the toy bots to get into the crane.
All right, landing on the toy bots.
Okay.
With a mallet,
With a mallet.
because that's the biggest. I mean, I can't pull a bouncy castle out of my stuff.
Right.
This is fine. Everything's fine. What are you talking about? And
You just have this 200-pound vinyl bouncy castle on your back at all times.
With a. No,
are you questioning
gas
me?
Quinn would have that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just a surplus airline slide. It's just an airline door strapped to your back.
Can I use the Olympic level athlete instead of weapons expert, or does it matter?
Yeah.
All right. Well, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. That's a 9, and that's a 4. That's 15, 14, 13. Wow.
Okay.
math.
Well, they have a
Yeah.
10.
Numbers.
They have a 10. So you're going to reduce the toy bots by a die type.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that happens. Who goes next?
Johnny.
Yahoo!
Okay. And so you're going to try belly flop on the
Yeah. I'm gonna spend that
to do what?
to have some really dense material in my pocket.
Sure.
You mean like vibranium in your
Like
piercings?
vibranium.
Yeah, but vibranium's not real heavy. I was under the impression that it's lightweight, and that's not what I want.
I think for the purposes of this comic, it might be heavy.
I'm totally good with you having lead,
Yeah, yeah.
and you can.
Depleted uranium. It's
Yeah.
it's all over the place in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I just have one little jacketed shell.
You have a 5-pound pellet of depleted
Yes.
uranium. It's this big.
Yes. That's what I'll turn myself into.
Sure.
This is a solo activity.
And that allows you to step up your power die, does it not? That's what the special effect says, I believe.
And step it up to a D12, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I not have special effects?
Not all powers have special effects.
Okay.
If you think of something that makes sense to be a special effect for your power, let me know and we'll add it.
Okay.
And I think for my distinction that I'm invulnerable muscle, but also an adorable Hufflepuff. Because I'm just having a really good time today. This is
Just excited to be here.
yeah, for sure. I got a 10.
Okay, they have a 17. I only rolled 2 dice, man.
I get it. Some days you get the bear, some days the bear gets
Right.
you.
So you are not going to reduce the toy bots,
That's fine.
and they are in fact going to give you a complication in that you splatted, and are now covered in toy bots.
Okay.
You really have a way of getting in there.
Yeah.
Seems to be his thing.
And that's going to be a D6 covered in toy bots.
I'm like in a little divot.
Well, yeah, you because you were uranium, you
Yeah.
you crunched the
asphalt,
pavement,
Yeah.
and there's a fuse-shaped indentation in the asphalt,
And then a
and
bunch of toy bots jumped in on
toy
it.
bots jumped in on top of you, and they're now ngang, 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 ngang,
You okay?
because
I'm alright. Sort of.
I'm okay. So who goes next?
I feel like we should let the toy bots go next.
Okay.
Not a bad idea.
So, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to split the toy bots. Where'd my minions go? There my minions go. And what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 D6 toy bots instead. Okay? And so because one group of them is going to be attacking you and one group of them is going to be attacking the crane.
Got it.
Make sense?
Sure.
Okay. So the ones that are attacking you are going to go now,
I'm ready.
right? And they're going to chomp on you.
Sure.
Try to chomp at you and get at you. And they have a 13 to chomp at you.
And then I assemble my own pool
Uh-huh.
for defense.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm all by myself in this divot. I've never been a hero before.
Clearly.
But I'm still depleted uranium, so I'm taking my... Now, is the effect persistent?
The effect is persistent as long as you are that type of
Okay.
thing.
So I can still use the D20.
Right.
Cool. Lucky. Got a 13?
Okay? They have a 13, so that's a wash, and that means that they're not able to chomp at you
I
anymore.
feel like I'm actually not at all effective. They just can't bite through depleted uranium.
That is very possible.
I'm
Okay,
just kind of flapping my arms and legs like...
so the other group is
Who
going
builds
to
a toy
attack.
bot with a mouth, though? That's the really kind of creepy thing about this.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Why would you bring that up
Do you
right
want
now?
to hear a story?
So the other toy bots are going to attack the crane,
Okay.
right?
So that's the bad guys have gone?
Yeah.
Or the minions have gone?
Minions are gone. Bad guys are going.
Wow.
Um,
It's 11.
They have an 11, and because it's an inanimate thing, they needed an 11. So we're going to step up the this problem to a D8. And the trailers.
Okay. So, I guess I'm the only one to go, right? So,
Yeah, you're also really effective.
So I'm going to do a thing where, so my team has left me because I apparently dropped them or they jumped. So I'm doing the solo. I'm a telepathic drama queen, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use my telepathy because I want to know who is behind this. So clearly someone is controlling a bunch of toy robots. Who has very gleeful feelings about the idea, or maybe thinking about how awesome it will be when their toy bots let this thing crush.
Sure.
So I'm going to try to signal that person out.
Okay.
That's a 1 on my D8. Okay. But I do have a 17.
Okay. Well, you only needed a 15. It was a difficult task. And what you have is an image of a guy in what amounts to a purple and black striped tuxedo with a lacy cravat. And he has kind of longish, kind kind of purple gray hair, but he's balding on top, and he has kind of bushy eyebrows and a goatee.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
That guy
That's
has a sense of style. Not the sense any of us want, but it's a sense.
You know, whatever this moment is, this whole moment, it's happening.
all right. So
When you see him, you see Marion Churchill standing with him.
okay.
Oh, dear God.
All right. So I did my action, so we're all done. So we can all flip our cards over.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm going to go now and try to stop the crane from falling.
Okay.
So do I have to deal with minions first, or what do I have
Well,
to do?
actually, what you want to do is, if you want to stop the crane from falling, you can try to reduce this complication.
Okay.
And the way we reduce the complication is you're going to build a dice pool, and you're going to roll against a dice pool that I'm going to make up using the difficulty of the complication and a difficulty of the task, which is, it's a big crane, so it's going to be it's
Okay.
going to be a difficult thing. And I'm going to grab one of these out of the doom pool.
All right.
They have a 15.
I don't. I've got an 8 so far, and I could have a 10, so that's not going to be enough. So
Okay.
I think I can't. Yeah. So, wow, this crane is really heavy.
This crane is really heavy, and in point of fact, it's going to be even heavier because it's now D10 heavy. It's now D10 falling.
How does America make this look so easy? Like that's the thing I'm curious about.
Well, she is super strong and can literally kick people into the sun. So,
Can she?
yes.
Really? I hear she can kick people and make them scatter into stardust.
Yep, that she can do that too.
That's pretty cool.
I'm just offended he keeps bringing up America for some reason.
Anyway, so why don't we see what Gwen is doing?
She's really pretty nice.
I get that she's nice.
She does a lot of nice things that aren't kicking people into the sun.
She's really nice to his sister.
I get that she's nice. I just think that it's a little suspicious when someone talks a lot about a person who is, like, not here all the time and is clearly, like, I don't know. I'm gonna go do something now.
You do it.
Oh dear God.
Wait, is it a mix of Baby Got Back and the...
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, that was happening.
there's all of that. It's all of that up there.
I don't know if people can hear this, but that's...
This is the music that was playing when you saw the dude wearing purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question about the dude wearing purple. Is that, like...
We don't know anything about it yet.
I don't know, but you could go look at the panel and then go
that's
look
true.
at...
You
You
could
might.
jump to that
I
panel and see.
was genuinely going to be like, can I check the panel? And then, like, because I know everything about everyone, because
Yeah.
I am me. I'd like to identify that man and see, because anytime there's a man in purple, I have questions,
Okay.
and I dislike that immensely.
Okay. Cool. So you need an 11.
All right, so this sounds like a solo action. I don't.
Oh,
think
yeah,
I-
it's totally a solo action.
And jump to a new panel. Is that sort of what I'm doing?
I'll buy that.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to check. I'm not going anywhere.
Without the
Just-
because this is solo, it's only you.
Yeah.
You can't inadvertently jump someone else to a random panel.
Okay.
Or maybe you do if it goes that badly.
That's all ones.
Yeah.
Not that
If you were to roll all one, something very interesting is going to happen.
interesting. I like the sound of that. Right? Oh, that rolled. Hold on, give me. Woohoo! That looks like 9 plus 5, which is 14.
Okay.
I can do math.
Cool. So you are able to look into the other panel without difficulty.
Pop my head over there.
Yeah, there's totally a panel of, and it's looking in on his lair,
Yeah.
and he's sitting there, and it's very kind of like a workshop kind of place. There's toys of all different shapes and varieties and sizes and whatnot. And over off in one corner there is a cell, like bars
Okay.
and whatnot. And
That's where all the bad toys have to be.
it's the cell for misfit toys.
It has a little
Nobody wants a Charlie in the box.
Can I borrow your pencil?
And we have down at the bottom, we have because this is totally a thing with the West Coast Avengers. There's a purple box, and what it does is it identifies the person
Beautiful.
that we're seeing, and it says the Toy Maker, stolen from DC.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah. I'm just gonna write that down on my hand with the Sharpie that I have because the pen is mightier than the sword, and pop back. It's
Okay.
a weapon, right?
Yeah.
And just good to know. I don't have the time to check DC Comics.
Right. So that's your action.
Yeah.
Right. Who goes next?
Part of me wants to be like, Johnny should go because I don't want this crane to fall over. But
But Johnny's currently swarmed, so if you let the bad guys beat him
yeah,
up.
bad guys, you go, and then you can just
Okay.
hulk them off of you.
All right. So the bad guys are going to go,
I don't think
and
that's
the
what's
first
gonna
ones
happen.
are going. They're going to try to chomp
Sure.
Fuse.
Good luck.
They'll need it.
I'm just trying to mad dog the dice.
You did good work.
It did work a little bit.
Not as bad as it could have been, for sure.
They have a 12.
It's really hard not to
I
dance.
got a 15
Okay. So they are not able to get at you, because you are invulnerable
to them.
to them. Because they're toys. They're mostly plastic.
It's a good thing this isn't the 80s. They'd be die-cast, and I'd be in serious trouble.
You would be in trouble in that circumstance.
For zinc is mightier than depleted uranium.
So the other bad guys, they're going to try to get at the
Crane?
crane.
Can I try to prevent that?
Well, yeah, you can.
Okay.
Do you want to?
Because I've gone this turn.
Right,
so-
you've gone this turn, so kind of not really.
Okay.
Can I interfere in that?
You already gone.
No, I haven't.
You haven't gone. Yes, you can interfere in that action.
So yeah, I'm totally gonna jump out of the hole
Okay.
and just try and grab onto the side of the crane so it doesn't fall over. Like the guy on a sailing team that's way out on
Okay.
the rope.
The trapeze.
Yes.
Okay.
Words that elude me.
All right. So let's put some dice down.
I used to do it. Sailing. Get on the trapeze.
Eight.
They have a 7.
Yeah!
So you are able to. What that means is that you are able to reduce this complication back to a D8.
I'll take it. That's one step less from almost falling over.
Accurate.
So I think we have the panel of Fuse, reaching up out of the divot he's created in the ground and grabbing the crane. He's just anchoring it to the ground. Does that make sense?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
the exact picture in my head.
Cool. Dig it. So, but now the bad guys are going to go.
That counted as my action, right?
Yes, that counts as your action.
Cool.
And the complication type is reduced for them. So, and they're just a D6.
Crikey.
Now I know why you bought those red dice. I see how
My
it is.
Unix group said the same thing. So they have a 16. So I kind of don't want to just turn around and raise that complication again when you went and used your action to reduce it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase your.
Oh yeah, they're swarming all.
They're swarming all over you.
But that adds more weight.
Yes, my secret plan.
Okay.
Be invulnerable.
Okay. So that happened, and that's the round. That's everybody. Cool. But they went last, so they're going to go first.
Damn.
And now we see the violence inherent in the system.
I'm sad now.
So, and they're going to chomp at you because you're anchoring the crane that they've been instructed to knock over. So they're going to chomp at you.
Look at that. It's like I finally woke up and learned how to play a game.
Okay, they have a 16.
Me too.
Cool. Okay, so they're not able to. So they're chomping at your, depleted uranium body, but they have plastic teeth, so that doesn't really do anything.
I'm holding onto the crane with one arm, and I'm just quit it. Just stop.
Of course,
Get off of me.
Of course, if they turn themselves into Legos and then you step on them, even though you're depleted uranium, that's just gonna,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
imagine
That's
when
going to be awful.
Yeah, imagine when we had dropped out of the sky, if we had landed on like a Lego.
just one.
Just the one.
Just a Lego.
There's one singular Lego, and you land right on it. You do your superhero landing, and your knee goes on. Because, that'd be awful. So they go, and I think that we're going to have Kid Omega go next.
All right, Kid Omega is done messing around. Okay, so I'm going to. So is there anything around the crane that it's going to fall on, or is the main problem that the actress that is inside the thing, who probably isn't real, is going to fall? Like, what's the main danger of the falling crane?
The main danger of the falling crane is that the trailer, which contains Marion Churchill, is going to fall, crushing Marion Churchill and a bunch of people underneath it.
Okay, so I'm going to try to telekinetically grab the trailer and lift that off the crane so that doesn't happen.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Okay.
So, yeah, get my Omega level powerhouse, because I'm all about that. And, telekinesis, Kyle.
So you're going to need a 15
Of course I am.
for this because it's a heavy trailer.
It is. It's a very heavy trailer.
It's a heavy
You can
trailer.
work that part out. Like, how do you work out telekinesis so you can lift heavier things?
Practice.
I think you are there, though.
No, because I rolled a 1.
Oh.
13.
So I've got a 13. But I've got a new shiny plot point. All right. So I got a 13. They had a. What do they have?
You needed a 15. They didn't roll. It was a static thing.
Okay. So.
You just can't lift it. It's
A for
just,
effort, buddy.
This doesn't really happen to me that often. I usually am able to lift way heavier stuff. I am an Omega level mutant, by the way. A powerhouse, by the way.
Happens to every superhero.
Are you
at some
guys
point.
taking care of this?
So who goes next?
Gwen, what are you going to do?
I have a question. So, I wouldn't know this, but you saw that Marion wasn't in the trailer?
No, we saw that
Marion
Marion is in the trailer.
With the purple guy?
No, Marion was hanging out with the purple guy.
In your vision.
In your
In
vision.
my
in your
vision.
vision. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like the second panel that you didn't go to. She
Yeah.
was there.
The one I missed, clearly. I looked in the wrong panel. I can't keep reading that comic book. I have things to do.
He just
Right.
swiped too few times.
Yeah. All right. So,
Exactly.
yeah. I gotta save my best friend then. Because remember, Mary and I are best friends now. She's gonna put me in her next movie.
Besties.
We're besties. Yeah, we're like Facebook friends and everything.
Nice.
I guess it's time to
You
save.
just liked her fan page.
Yeah.
Well, she's gonna friend her back. She
She's
sent the request
gonna
in.
friend me back.
Send the request in. When her social media manager gets through with it.
Which we totally have the side panel of Marion's
Social media manager.
social media manager looking at that and going, no. Nope.
I request not to look at hurtful pages. I don't see that. I'm gonna, oh god, how do I stop this from happening? I'm gonna, that seems like a bad idea too. I was like, can I like sever the thing so the thing falls? No. Okay, so the imminent problem is that the trailer might fall on people. Like, there are definitely people under the trailer.
Yes.
Okay. It'd be really cool if I had, like, telekinesis can move people out of the way.
It is really super cool. I
Yeah.
just want to let you know it is cool.
Yeah, it's really great when you can use it. Sorry.
You know, she doesn't even have powers and she's power shaming you.
It's okay.
In that case, I'm going to continue to maybe just, like, kick the toys off of, shoot the toys off of,
Okay, so you're going to deal with the toys.
I'm going to deal with the toys to
the
see if I
toy
can
bots.
stop the crane from moving as much.
Okay.
Yeah. Continue to murder things, I guess.
So, are you trying to deal with the toy bots, or are you trying to reduce the complication of the falling crane?
I'm trying to reduce the complication of the falling crane by reducing the toys. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so.
I just want to know which one you're trying to affect.
All right, so that seems like a solo thing, or are you gonna help at all, or what you doing?
I'm literally like just. It looks like there's just a tidal wave of little toys all crawling over me, and I'm like, can somebody do something up there?
You know, I never
it's
thought
all
I'd
up
say
to me
this,
then.
but sometimes it would be really nice if we had somebody with a bunch of trick arrows. Or like two somebodies with a bunch of trick arrows.
Yeah,
The
but Kate's
arrows
off,
are
but,
stupid. I
but
have
Kate's
guns.
off doing something else right now.
Clearly.
The arrows are stupid. I have guns.
I guess she's in a crossover right now. Why am I...
Yes. Kate and America are totally off in a crossover
Yeah.
with the Avengers or with the X-Men. No, they're totally with the X-Men.
I think at the very end of this, I'm gonna like look at the comic that they're and be like, "Aww." This seems like it's a solo effort, or maybe it's a buddy effort because you're also kind of slipping. I don't know.
I'm actively trying to do the same thing.
All right, buddy. And I think the distinction is, I guess, mysterious as I am excitable because this is great fun. I'm making this work, and I am a weapons expert.
Pew pew.
I got a 13.
They have a
You got
14.
one.
And you rolled a 1.
That's not a 1. That's a, oh damn, you're right. I got a 10 and a 1.
Okay. They have a 14.
That's stupid. I have nothing I can do to stop that from happening. Is there?
Oh no, you're the one who was doing. So what that means is that they defended against your attack.
Ah, that's fine then. I mean,
So.
it sucks, but it's fine.
Okay.
Do better.
If they'd gotten a 5 over you instead of a 4, then something would have happened to you.
I've gotten very good at not letting things happen.
We
In
excel.
general.
We excel at that.
Yeah.
Maximum effort.
You keep saying that. I don't...
It's like a C+ right now.
We're the bare minimum team.
Maybe we should have kept one of
So
those sharks
who goes next?
C gets a degree.
as a weapon.
Go, Johnny. Do
All
the
right.
thing.
I'm gonna try and actively like pull
The crane.
the crane. Like I've just been weighting it down.
Right. So now you're
I'm
going to
gonna
try
try
to pull the
and
crane.
actively
So
pull
you're
the crane.
attacking the problem of the falling crane. Gotcha.
And I'm still going. I'm going at this as a buddy thing because I feel like her just shooting guns at the toys distracted them a little bit.
Sure.
It's a great idea.
And yeah, oh no. Oh yeah, because this is not the same thing. And then I'm gonna downgrade my. I've never been a hero before.
You've done some heroing.
You got 10,
They have a 14.
but I got a plot point out of it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Cool. Awesome. Okay. So that leaves them to go. And they're gonna.
I feel like I'd probably say something like, "I didn't really believe you when you said it was a very heavy crane, but you're right. It is a very heavy crane."
If only America was here.
I heard that.
I'm so gonna pester her.
Okay, so the minions are gonna go, and they're gonna chomp at you.
Sure.
And
36.
they have a 14.
I've got a 6. No, I've got a 19.
You got a 19. Okay, so you are
You have a
5
D12
over
or
them.
I'm still a D12 because I'm still made out of depleted uranium.
Nice.
Yeah. So you get a D10 hero die. So you want to set a D10 aside.
And I need a plot point to activate those.
You use a plot point to activate those. And you are going to see that was them attacking you, but you're 5 over them. So instead of taking a hero die, if you want, you can downgrade the
Oh yeah, I'll
the
totally do
complication.
that. I will totally do that.
Looks like Deadpool eyes.
It really does.
Just
Just solid branding.
Just saying. All right, so that. So that's the round, and that's everybody.
Okay.
And I think the minions are going to go again, but you know.
Bring it.
So they're going to chomp at you,
I'll
and
show you what's up. I am never changing back to any other material. That's the only reason I'm still alive.
okay. It appears to be their night for a 14 because that's what they have.
And they beat me by 5 or more.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. So what I think we're going to do is because that's would raise this to a D12. But I think instead what we're going to do is that they chomp on you hard enough that you are forced to switch back from being depleted uranium.
Okay,
Okay? Does that make sense?
great.
Okay.
But do I still have the...
Nope.
Oh, that's all gone now. Okay.
Okay.
But now you're squishy.
But now you're squishy.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're also not very heavy to hold back the crane.
Right. You're also
Right.
not very heavy to hold back the crane.
Not a good day all around.
You're done fucked up, Ron.
That
Okay.
was the minions.
So they went. So I think we will have Gwen go next.
Oh God, I've been super effective this whole time.
I feel like they
I'm just going
called
to
on
point
me
out
not to take
that
it.
Kate's boyfriend is now squishy again.
Oh no, squishy Hufflepuff! I need to rescue the Hufflepuff immediately. I'm gonna.
Swords.
I'm like, I was gonna shoot at stuff, but you're like under a lot of those toys, aren't you?
Yeah.
That seems like a bad idea to shoot into that. I guess this is time for Mr. Katana. I've named him Mr. Stabby.
Mr. Stabby.
Mr. Stabby.
You know that's branded though.
Mr. Stab-like.
That's what Buffy called her.
It's
Steak.
Mr.
That is-
Pointy.
Mr. Pointy is the steak.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Stabby.
Mr. Stabby.
This is
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Pointy.
Mr.
I'll
Pointy.
take it. I'll take
Yep.
it.
You're right. Thank you for that.
Yep.
You could go for Mr. Slicey.
All right, Mr. Slicey.
Okay, how about...
You know what? Why are we assuming the gender of the
You're the
sword?
one that put Mr. out
I
there.
did. I did.
How about Lady Stabbington Esquire?
Lady Stabbington Esquire, the third.
The first two broke.
They don't talk about it. Anyway, me and Lady Stabbington. This feels like a buddy effort, maybe.
Yeah, because Lady Stabbington's helping.
I like it.
Sure.
Do you want to create? Do you want to create an asset of
I
Lady
would,
Stabbington?
I would like Lady Stabbington the asset.
So,
Okay.
Definitely have the dice. for
Okay.
that.
Do you want to have her be an asset beyond this die roll?
Yeah, she's special.
Give me another plot point.
She's special.
So you have a D6 asset that remains with you.
Yes. So I get to roll a d6 along with everything else, or
Yeah.
awesome. So
Anytime you use it.
this is Lady Stabbington, Esquire, the third, Marquise. Sorry, buddy effort. Mysterious as I am excitable. It's all the same die anyway. Stabbington, and
what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna cut the little toys away from
Fuse?
From Fuse, yeah.
Okay. D6.
And that will be with my weapons expertise. So, okay. I have a lot of dice.
That's cool.
Hold on, there we go. Okay. All right. I have to pick two.
Yeah.
That would be 16.
Sweet. They have a 13.
Even better.
Okay. So you were attacking so they are now a D4.
Now, if she spent a plot point and added one more dice in, she could get a +5 over and take them out completely.
And take them out completely.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Okay. So we're going to
Lady Stabbington, I choose you.
get rid of those guys. I think that might be a branded phrase, but,
It's Lady
and
Stabbington.
it's not a Disney property, so.
Lady
Yet.
Stabbington, we are associates.
Just wait.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. I dig it. So that happened. And so now you are now not covered in
Nice.
toy bots.
Knife! Katana.
Nice. Knife katana. I'll probably reach out and pet it. Good job. Thank you.
It's a katana. It's definitely. Yeah. No, I appreciate
Okay.
it.
Who goes?
Side.
Okay. So who goes
Sorry.
next, Gwen?
You've been freed, but actually, why don't you see if you can handle that crane situation?
Yeah, let's do that. So what
Omega.
I'm going to do is you know what? The whole lifting heavy things, even with my mind, that's America's deal. I'm going to get rid of all the little bots that are trying to tear this thing down, and then I can deal with that at my leisure.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to
So you're gonna
psychically
attack-
rip the bots apart.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah. Explode them like the Expanse.
Yep.
All their parts just go.
Okay. And, yeah, I think I want a D6.
Okay.
That D6 was very well spent. You could buy it if you'd like.
Nah, we're past halfway.
Okay. So, I have a 13.
Okay. They have a 15.
Well, now I've got a 17.
Okay. That's going to reduce them by a die type
Yay.
down to a D4.
Woohoo!
Cool. Awesome. So that happened. Who goes next?
Bad guys.
Okay.
What do they do about that?
Bad G.
Well,
Bad dates.
they don't really have much in the way of autonomy, of thought, and whatnot. So they're going to keep attacking the crane.
Okay.
And they have a 19 to attack the crane.
Good golly.
With a D4, they've got a 19.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Doom pool.
How do we remove things from the doom pool?
We just wait for him to spend them.
Oh, okay.
The way things dice come out of the doom pool is if I roll a 1.
Ah, fun.
Well, we know that's not going to happen.
It actually has happened several times in the course of the game.
have
I don't make a deal out of it. I just put it back in the pool.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Well, it was never on my turn. That's for sure.
Okay.
Hey, what do these cute little things get? 34. What?
Okay, so the crane is more precarious at this point, because well, we took out the toy bots that were attacking Fuse, so some of them jumped on the crane
To escape katana death.
death.
All right, so the bad guys are gone.
So the bad guys are gone, and that's going to leave us with Fuse.
Do something.
I think this whole time, like, the crane is starting to tip up, and I'm just going with it. Like, it's pulling me out of
You're
the hole.
not as
that I'm
heavy,
sort of-
but you are still pretty strong.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to try that again. I feel like I can do this.
Okay.
But nobody else actually did anything with the crane this round. They both dealt with bad guys.
Yes.
Okay. So then I'm solo on the crane. And then, you know what? I'm going to downgrade my lack of hero skills again and see if I can do something. There we go. Big money.
Oh.
You want to buy a D4? Come on. I'll sell it to you. Discount.
I imagine you just open a trench coat, like, want to buy a D4.
See, I rolled a 1, so that D8 goes back into the
But he's still got a 35.
into the doom pool. I did still get a 10 though.
Yeah, well, that's way better than me with my 5.
And you were attacking. You were
I
trying
was
to
trying to use
do
my
the crane,
strength.
right?
Yeah.
Seriously? Stop that.
We worked it all the way down, and it's going all the way back up.
It's teetering.
Tug
Yeah.
of
It's
war.
teetering.
Yeah.
I think we have the panel of Johnny's got a hold of the crane. He's trying to pull on the crane, and his feet are digging into the concrete as it's pulling him as the crane is toppling a bit
yeah.
more. Does it make sense?
For sure.
What if we pushed it the other way so it fell into the water? Because this is on the pier, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. We all got distracted by it at the same moment.
It's hard.
Is that the achy breaky
That's
heart?
achy breaky heart. Yes.
In Spanish.
In Spanish.
So my thought is maybe we rescue Marion and shove the crane the other way.
Sounds like a plan.
Is that a thing that does it seem like a thing that would
seems
not
like-
kill
That
people?
could totally be a thing.
You should
Okay.
get up there and rescue Marianne.
Yeah.
Is that my time? Am I going to do that? Are you okay with it?
Is it Marianne or Marianne?
I don't think it matters. Mary. It was Marianne with an A, but
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I wrote Marianne.
so
but
it's
that's okay.
Marianne. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
We didn't just make her up. She's been around for a
yeah,
while.
if we're looking up on IMDb. If you want
Honestly, her agent, I think, thought Marianne was going to be a nicer name.
It had more.
Yeah, it felt French
It
and like classy,
European.
European, classy.
Continental.
There you go.
Okay, cool. So you're going to attack the crane, the problem with the crane, and try to take it out, right?
Okay. So the caveat to this plan is if we push everything the other way, we should probably get Marianne out of the.
Well, okay.
Trailer.
You're trying to basically eradicate the problem in one blow.
Yeah, the thing I'm doing is eradicating the crane
Right.
problem.
You're raising the stakes.
You lost your foamy.
Oh no. 1 second.
Oh no!
There it is.
So what that means is that I'm going to up the difficulty die for the problem.
Yay.
But if you succeed, you will take out the problem of the crane in one.
Is there any way Lady Stabbington can help this situation?
Sure.
Awesome.
I don't know what that is. We'll have to figure that out.
I will stab the problem better then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Slash the tires on that side.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. It's fine. This is not improv. I have planned this. Our writers are experts. This seems like a solo problem, or you're still holding it. Could this be a buddy thing?
Isn't your solo better?
My solo's way better. Hold on.
I mean, not to metagame.
I can try and help you, but I don't think it's a good idea. I am clearly not very effective.
All right.
You're most effective when you're on the team.
All right. As the resident weapons expert, I'm going to stab this problem better. I haven't figured out how yet.
Okay.
We're gonna do it. I'm looking for my D10. There we go. Well, that's 15. And I could spend a plot point, but I'd like to know what you got.
They have a 15 as well.
Here's a plot point. My plot coin. It is now a 21.
Sweet. That puts you 6 over them.
Yes.
So you're gonna get a heroic. You have a heroic success. So you were able to rescue Marion
Yay.
and topple the crane into the water. And you get a D10 hero die.
Frick yes. Okay. So, Lady Stamington and the hero die. I like to think I jumped through the window or something and cut through it as I was going through, which is how Lady Stamington helped.
Sure.
Grabbed her, and that whole situation just knocked the thing
Right,
the other way.
So the crane crashes with mighty, and rending of metal and and whatnot, crashes to the ground and whatnot. But you are able to once again rescue your best friend from imminent doom. So obviously she's going to be your bestie now.
Duh. We
'Cause-
have to stop meeting like this.
And I think that the action of the crane toppling over, because you were holding on to it,
Yeah.
acts as a catapult and launches Fuse.
I think it's you. I'm just like, yay!
Is
out,
that
in-
Hufflepuff?
out into the water. So that happens. And that's going to eradicate that problem completely.
They're still bad guys, though.
Are there?
There are technically still bad guys. I have no problem with them being taken out as well, if you want.
Would you like to kill bad guys right now?
Well, do I need to rescue Fuse is the question.
I'm back to being fleshy, so I can swim. I won't just sink into the sea and drown.
But you're also launching miles, or, at least...
Not miles, but a ways.
And water gets hard if you hit it too fast.
Just
That's
pluck
true.
them out of the sky.
So I think I'm going to do that thing where I catch you.
Okay,
Now it's a whole different like this. Like,
Catch me.
okay. I think you need an 11 to do that.
Well,
you can do it.
I'm unfortunately doing buddy stuff now.
We don't all work well as a team. Literally, our dice do not allow us to work as a team.
No, it doesn't
my
allow us to
jam.
work as buddies.
That's-
Team, we're okay.
By design.
I figured.
Because it's based on how the characters behave in the comic book.
I figured.
All right. Okay. So what I need?
An 11.
11. I've got a 12.
I see a 12. So you are hurtling through the air, and the water is just starting to come up, and at this speed, that's probably not going to be a good thing. When all of a sudden it's like, snatch, and you're like, going, 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 going.
I like the idea of I was just doing this going wee, and then my toes just start to skim the water, and then he's like, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like you're plucked by the back of your shirt kind of thing. Does that make sense?
It's like bungee jumping, yeah.
yeah,
Ring, 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 ring,
Whew.
ring, ring, ring.
Telekinetic bungee jumping.
that was fun. Do it again.
Okay.
We're all out of cranes.
Oh,
And I think two things are going to happen. One, we're going to cut back to Hawkeye investigations where it's a little bit later. Okay. And you have another autograph from Marion.
Oh yeah. Oh
this
yeah.
time on like the skin of a little dinosaur toy.
Yeah, it's
Actually, it's a skin of a toy land shark.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's definitely just
Those
like
started
one of those,
showing up after
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago when there was a land shark attack that was
Look,
foiled.
advanced
Yeah.
image mechanics. It's mechanics, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't going to fund itself. They need to sell merchandise.
That's right. That's right. But we're back at the
Hawkeye investigation.
Hawkeye investigations, correct? And what did you have delivered for dinner? I'm curious. I'm just curious. There are no dice involved. I'm just curious.
Oh, greasy ass Chinese food.
Greasy Chinese food?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, like the worst kind for you.
The one that has like blocks of MSG in it?
Yeah, like you tip out the noodles and they just retain their form for a second.
And then like gloop.
Yeah, it's the best.
Okay.
It's genuinely my favorite kind of comfort food. It's like terrible Chinese food.
And I think we need to have a couple of confessionals.
Oh yeah.
So Quentin.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you really be in charge of the team? And shouldn't it be called Quile Investigations instead of Hawkeye Investigations?
Well, I'm a little bit, the show is being called West Coast Avengers, right?
Well, yes.
Yeah, why isn't it Kid Omega and the West Coast Avengers? I mean, you guys work for me, right? Or do I work for you? What was the contract we signed?
Well, the contract we signed was that we would give you money, and you would, we would see superhero stuff, and we would be able to film superhero stuff.
Right, but like,
We've been able to film superhero stuff.
did we talk about the title and who gets top billing? That wasn't in the contract anyway.
Should have had your agents look at that.
I was gonna say, aren't you a
Should've.
minor?
No, I'm not a minor. I don't think so anyway.
No, I don't think any of you are minors.
Okay.
I just have kid in the name because it's just calling me Omega is weird.
I have nothing to say about that.
Young adult Omega doesn't reign.
I was
Right?
gonna say.
Then they just put it down as Yo Omega,
20 something Omega.
20 something.
Millennial Omega.
That's actually a different superhero. No. They couldn't get the rights to Millennial Omega.
Okay.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, that's but yeah, I should be in charge, especially since where the heck is Kate?
She's doing a crossover with America.
Right, and where is Clint? Because he's the other Hawk guy, right? I mean, that's
He just disappears from time to time.
right. So they're unreliable. Shouldn't be leader.
It's really hot when he talks about being a leader.
It is, except no, it's fine. I'd follow you to hell and back, and then back again for tacos. Like listening to the confessional, like it's okay.
Gwen's head is totally in the panel. It's like,
With a little notebook.
You're like, don't mind me. Just writing fan fiction.
Okay.
about herself.
It's erotic friend fiction.
Oh.
Literally in the comics, she writes fan fiction. It's like a thing. She and Kamala Khan.
It's true.
The Wolverine stuff gets weird.
OTP. Wolverine and Cyclops. I'm so sorry.
Is it slash?
I think we'll
fic, or
veil
is it,
that.
Is it
We're
snick,
yeah,
snick
no, we
fic?
don't need to.
Veil
We don't
that.
need to go into it.
I'm with you.
So, Fuse.
Yeah.
When you turned back into flesh, what was that? What was that all about?
I got a little distracted. There were a lot of toys, and it was kind of tickly. Little tiny feet. Like, have you ever had a rat walk on you?
No.
Like, not even a pet rat? They're cute. But they have little tickly feet.
No.
Okay. You should try. They're very sweet. But
I, the GM, know that, but yeah.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just selling it.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm with you.
yeah. But no, it was all these little. It was hard to concentrate,
Okay.
and I was trying to hold that crane.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll practice some more.
So, it was really Quentin who saved Fuse from imminent death.
Was it Quentin who saved Fuse from imminent death? Probably. Am I forever grateful that he is in our team and a contributing player and just really hot. Yes. What was the question?
I've forgotten.
Right? So cute. Like, that's it. That's the entire thing. She's just like,
And then she just walks away.
just walks away.
Totally a Gwen thing. I get it.
So cute. Is paradoxical meetings still a thing? That
Oh,
can
yeah.
happen? Okay, cool. Just
Yeah,
making sure.
it's sticky.
I figured. This is what happens when you mess with time and space. It turns out.
It is. It is.
No, this is what happens when you mess with time and space.
I was just doing my thing.
I don't understand the question.
I know you don't.
Please
So
don't
in the tabloids, though, there's a big thing about Marion being rescued from
Certain death.
certain death by mysterious heroes.
Oh, are we mysterious?
I don't know. I thought we went on Jimmy Kimmel.
I should
You did.
feel like it's like our I'm like looking at our Instagram and it has like 1,000 followers.
There are
that's
pictures
it.
of you guys. There's
Yeah.
totally pictures of you guys, but they don't name you in the article.
I mean, what's the point,
Well, this is disappointing.
right?
I feel like do we have a social media manager? What are we doing? What do we pay your people for? Are they paying you? Who's paying for
they're
this?
paying us, and we get, this luxurious place.
It's really kind of a rat hole.
I genuinely thought Kate paid for this.
She did.
She did, but then it got destroyed, and we fixed it, and then it got destroyed
Destroyed
again.
And then it
fixed
burned
it.
and fell over and sank into the swamp, and we rebuilt, and you guys rebuilt it.
So
So this is our shithole.
So the really weird thing is, who is that guy in the purple tuxedo? Because Arcade wears a white suit,
I know this one.
and the puppet master is bald, and he usually does puppets, not toys.
I know this one. I've drawn like my own comic book because we don't get DC comics here.
Right.
So I'd like to show you my handmade Batman comic with the toy maker in it. It's gonna
What guy in a
violate
purple suit?
copyright here.
The
It's
robots,
the toy maker.
the robots were sent by, or the toys were sent by this guy in a purple suit.
Called the toy
Oh.
maker, which, to be fair, is a very, very like uninspired name. When
Yeah, it's a
that's
little
the
on
thing
the
you
nose,
do, it's a little
for
on the
sure,
nose,
yeah.
right? I'm just saying, it's no Gwenpool, which is literally my name.
It's no Kid Omega. Yeah,
Solid branding.
yeah. So what the heck is he doing, and why does he want to stop a movie getting made? I think we got to go find out from Marion Churchill what's going on.
Oh, I can totally. I'm gonna try to call her. Actually, I don't have her number, do I? I'm gonna Facebook message her because we're best friends now.
Her number is.
Oh, even better.
But
Well, actually, was I able to read her mind? I don't know.
no, she was a blank.
Yeah.
Again.
So I go to do that, and I'm like,
There's nothing there.
right, I couldn't read her. That's weird.
Read her what?
Her mind.
Why?
Get her phone number. Well, that's what I was trying
Why?
There's like zoom camera.
No, tell me. Why do you want her phone number? Are you trying to date my best friend?
to. No. He's dating your best friend, right?
I can have two best friends.
I was gonna say, don't get me in trouble. I have nothing to do with this Marion woman.
But Kate and I are best friends
Yeah,
too.
I get it.
Yeah, but still, I can
But
have
yeah.
two best friends. I don't rank these things.
I'm only dating one of the best friends, and it is not the Marion woman. Just to be clear, and I'm looking around the place like there's got to be a recording device.
Yeah, so, well, we were trying to get in touch with her, and that was figured the best way was to remember what her phone number was. You pick up things when you're a mega-level telepath. It just happens.
I love that you mention it like it's like you went to Yale.
No, I went to Xavier School for the Gifted.
At least he doesn't do CrossFit.
That's true, and he's not vegan. But if he were, that'd be totally okay.
But
They make vegan tacos.
they do.
They do.
But they're not good.
See, that's why he's the perfect man. I mean, he's fine. He's adequate at best.
Okay. So, well, they're also filming the movie down here, so that's easy enough to get to.
Yeah, we could just go to set.
Yeah, they'll gotta let us on. And if not, we'll fly over them or turn into depleted uranium or kill them with katanas. This sounds like a plan. This is the kind of leadership that you'd get if I was in charge.
I mean, yeah. This
Okay,
is a
let's
solid plan.
yeah.
Let's go to set.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna walk on to set. I don't know where it is, but we're gonna do it.
Okay. You can absolutely do
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do to do that? We're gonna. Can I just slip panels to get to set to figure out what set it is?
that. Sure.
You know, back on the set of Power Woman
Sure.
3.
Right.
Awesome. You guys want to come with me?
Yeah, let's go.
This is a great idea. Just gonna skip forward a couple panels.
Okay.
Feel like
I
I
feel
feel
like
like it's just over there. Like we just flew over there.
We
Like
probably
20
did.
minutes ago.
But do you want to walk?
Yeah, you're right.
it's LA. Nobody walks.
Nobody walks in LA. We could Uber. Does anyone have money for an Uber?
Let's
I think you spent all your money on Chinese food.
I did.
delicious.
I didn't even
delicious
ask
Chinese
if you
food.
wanted Chinese food. I just did it.
I probably turned myself into noodles. Just for fun.
Just to
Just so like
do
you
it.
guys were talking and then you look back and it's just horrible noodle.
How's that even work?
Just,
Well,
Why have you done this thing? All right, team.
okay. Yeah, definitely team because you're trying to carry more than one person.
This can only go right. Oh my god, I hate.
Incoming 3-1s. As we're scattered to the winds.
Let's see here. Inside of the world is in this world is a comic book. What could go wrong? Do I? Jesus, can I use the hero die?
You have to spend.
You have to spend a
thing
plot
for
point.
it.
Nah, I don't have plot points. Well, that got
You can
rolled.
downgrade your power thing to earn one.
Nah, I'm good.
Well, now you got a PowerPoint.
Uh-oh.
You want to buy that one?
No, but doesn't that leave one of us behind somewhere?
It does something.
Or fling us to the winds? Great.
It does. So yeah, we'll come back to that in just a minute. So yeah, what did you get for your?
I got a 7. Yeah. That's definitely enough to jump forward to set, right?
No.
Just keep nodding.
No.
No? Okay. We'll try.
But it's going to be interesting.
I figured.
So who wants to be the one? Which one of you two wants to be the one?
It's me, for sure.
Okay.
You're new to this whole hero thing, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm so
This
sorry.
happened to me in the X-Men once when I was.
So we're going to come back to you in just a minute. We're going to figure out what panel you got jumped to. But the panel that you guys got jumped to was not the panel you were trying to go to, which was the set.
Damn it.
But was in fact you have been jumped into a what looks like a prison cell because there are bars
Oh, God.
across the wall, and it's concrete wall, and there's not a window. There's a little grate up at the top, kind of thing. But you're in the cell, and it's very dark, and there is a shadowy figure huddled over in the corner.
Can I use my phone light to check out where we are?
Sure.
Do I have my phone on me?
Sure.
Cool. I'm going to use the flashlight on my phone to illuminate the area.
Yeah. So you illuminate the area, and your light kind of sweeps around, and you're in a bare cell with concrete floor. There's a little drain down on the bottom, kind of like the grate at the top. And when you sweep your camera around, you're in a cell with Marion Churchill. I'll come back to you on that one.
Awesome.
So, where do you land? I want to know. I'm curious.
Do you end up in a hostess ad? Back when Marvel Comics used to have the hostess Twinkies ads.
Yeah. I'm just confused. Like, that's a really big Twinkie. I want to go home.
I think you're at the taco stand.
Like, you know what? I am back at the taco stand, and I'm gonna see the poor kid with his seagull ice cream.
Yeah, because
And
you
I'm gonna
guys
buy
left.
that kid a churro.
It's right after you guys
Yeah.
all left, and we have the panel of the kid with his seagull smushed ice cream cone. And he's just like tears.
Yeah. And I'm gonna buy him a churro. And be like, sorry, kid.
Okay.
Seagulls get us all sometimes. Just
He is a living statue.
Walk off down the street.
Okay. So then we have Fuse, but I think your walking is going to take you to the set that you wanted to get to
Yeah.
originally. So that's
That's where I would head.
So that's
I'd be
that's
like,
going to happen.
Which would be great if that's where we were.
Because that's where they're supposed to be anyway, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm going for sure.
Makes sense. Absolutely makes sense to me. But you guys are in a cell
Yes.
instead.
Yes.
Is it like the cell I saw when I peeked into the last panel?
Why, yes, it is.
Oh, that helps.
Question.
Yes,
Can I hear this Marianne's thoughts?
yes. She is panicked and terrified and has no idea what's going on.
Okay. This is weird.
Well, I have questions. I think something has gone very wrong because we were definitely, unless this is the movie. Is this the movie?
Who are you people? What are you doing here? Where is this place? What? She's freaking out completely.
But we're best friends.
Calm down. I'm Kid Omega. This is Gwenpool. We're heroes.
She knows. We were here. We've talked. We've met.
I've never seen you people before in my life. Well, of course I've seen pictures, but
Actually, out of character. Do I know I fucked up the jump? I feel like I do.
I think yes. Yes,
Yeah.
you are well aware that you screwed up the jump.
So I have no idea
You can share the autograph.
where we are on the timeline. Of course, I do have the autographs on me.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, no, we're friends. Like, she gets it. See? 2, even. On a shark.
Why have you people brought me here?
We didn't. Caging people, not cool.
I feel like Hero 101 was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't put
we
people in
definitely-
cages.
Don't put baby in a corner. This is clearly a corner we are in, sort of.
So, do you remember a guy in a weird purple tuxedo? Or have you seen him? Has she seen him?
Yes, she's seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. He showed up at the set, and then he said he had something for me, and then I was here, and I don't understand.
So, I think you got abducted by a supervillain. I'm sure there are support groups for it. I'm sure.
I'm sure there are. Thankfully for you, in this
Yeah.
modern day and age, there is definitely a support group for this. So I guess we can all get out of here now. I think we could just go.
Well, we're in a cage, right?
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
what is a cage?
Well, I'm going to look out of the cage. Is there anything
Yeah.
like, out of the cage?
Yeah, it's the workshop that you saw in your vision, and the guy in the purple and black striped suit with the lacy, cravat is over there. And he's got, there's like, he has, there, and I think the panel we have is the star, and she's an A-list star.
Oh.
And we're going to need a name for her in a minute. And she stars in the bigger superhero movie. But she's standing there, and he has her face open.
Jesus! I like this less.
And he's tinkering inside and doing things.
So, we have two options at this very moment. One is the very high-risk, high-reward option in which we kick everyone's butt. Just the two of us. The other option, I want to say, is we just turn the page on this and come back to it at another time.
We don't want to leave her here.
No, I take her with us.
Where's Johnny?
Oh, crap.
Then there's just a panel of me, like, walking through the pool of light under a street lamp.
Yep. But you're presently going to arrive at the set, and we'll do that. We'll do that right now.
Oh, okay.
Where you arrive at the set, and they're in the middle of filming a really important, dramatic scene, and Marion Churchill is very badly acting, like no emotion, just like repeating lines and not,
One would say a wooden performance.
a wooden performance. Exactly.
Bring it all back.
Bring it all back. And the director is losing his mind, and the producer, the production agent, because producers are not really on set every day, but he has people there, and they're like watching things and whatnot. Production manager, maybe, I don't know.
Some words.
But he's freaking out. He's losing his mind because cost overruns, and
They had to pay out the insurance claim on that crane.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It was rented equipment.
It was rented
Yeah.
equipment. They had,
They
had
didn't
paid-
get the extra insurance.
Yeah. So that's going on. And what are you gonna do?
Well, I'd wait for when they're not filming.
Okay.
Because I see Marion's there, and I'm
Right.
like, well, my friends aren't here, but I'm not going to interrupt their business.
Right.
But as soon as there's a break, I'm going to be like, hey, has anybody seen my friends? Guys, anybody? We were coming to see Miss Marion over there. She might need our help.
Oh no, everything's fine. You can't be here. This is a closed set.
Well, no, I mean, I just walked here. It wasn't really closed or anything. So
The director's assistant is losing his mind now.
so
He's freaking out.
well, so
Because
have you
people-
seen a woman in like white and purpley pink? Is it purpley pink
It's
or
white
Pink,
and
it's
pink.
pink.
It's white and
pink?
pink.
Just straight pink. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
Fuchsia.
Have you seen a guy with glasses with her? Nothing?
The Mohawk.
No. You've got to leave.
Just hold on a minute. This is important, and I'll get my phone out.
That's a really good thing to do on a closed set. Continue, please.
And I'll send a text message
To
the two of them.
To the two of them. Okay, cool, awesome. Because right at that moment, your phones go beep, 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 which alerts,
Oh
the
yeah,
guy
totally.
in
Why
the
not?
purple suit spins around like, what? We have the panel of him, spinning
Yeah.
around with the, and
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
so
Those meddling kids.
so that's going to kick off some stuff in just a second.
Yes.
Actually, why don't we jump over to that right now?
Or we could just leave. Because it works really well.
Just, ha! Now I have even more of you, and I can make bots of you now. Ha 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 ha!
I give him like a 2 out of 10 on evil laugh. Sorry, not the point. Hi. What?
So, what's the plan here, guy?
Are you so stupid that you can't see the magnificence of my plan?
Yes.
What is wrong with you?
So you make puppets, or in this case...
I am making bots to replace all of the bad actors in Hollywood
with robots.
with robots who will then act and do as I direct them to do.
Of course, that's what's going on.
Hold up. What you're saying is you really want to direct.
Hold on, we have a job. This might work out.
Okay.
And then I am going to expand and take over the world.
Oh, less good.
That is.
How long can you keep him monologuing, though?
I don't know.
So I have a
Let me find out.
I have a question out of character.
Yeah.
If you'd like. If I maybe took my jumped into a panel, can I just like go to a panel at a different angle? I'm kind of gaming that system. Is that something I could try?
Yeah.
Cool. How long can you keep him monologuing?
I'm going to read his mind and find out.
And see if we can give him a condition.
Fairly long time. Got a 13, but I also got a 1, so...
So we'll give him a condition.
Oh, darn it. Monologuing?
So that's a condition that you guys can use on him. So yeah, he's going on and on about his plan and the grand vision of his plan, which is to take over all of the celebrities and all of the important people in the world with, bots, with his bots.
So they're not life model decoys, though, right?
That name was taken.
Yeah.
They're better than LMDs.
I don't get it. Could you explain it to me again? Just very slowly.
So are you going to try to upgrade his...
No, I'm actually going to try to jump behind him.
Okay.
Just get a look at that panel at a different angle.
Okay.
It seems like so I'm I'm doing this on my own. God, this world is a comic book, and I'm gonna jump to a new panel.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
You need an 11.
This is ridiculous.
Yep.
I did not get an 11.
And you rolled a 1.
And I rolled a 1.
Excellent.
I figured.
Excellent.
I did, however, get 5 under an 11.
So I think what's going to happen is that you do not leave the cell, but Marion does.
That's not helpful. But I guess we got her out of trouble.
I don't know. If you knew where she was, maybe.
Yeah. That's how we found out how she got on the beach.
It all gets fixed on the edit, right? It's fine.
Yeah, this is fine. Keep talking.
That's what editors are for.
But he has you two in the cell.
Yeah, this is
So, and then he's got this gigantic, oversized, obviously, ray emitting device that has a sign on it that says replicator. And it's aimed at you two.
I don't love that. Maybe this is a problem Lady Stabbington can solve.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is fine. Everything's
So
fine.
he has a D6 replicator.
Can I text Johnny?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just gonna... Oh, wait. I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna take a photo of him. Just... bad guy. And drop a pin.
Okay.
I also just punched a mason jar.
Take that.
Pow!
Do I have to roll for that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
no, not to send a photo, a text. No,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine.
Well, actually, if you're setting up the asset,
If you're going to create an asset, you would, yes.
yeah.
Nah, I just texted. I texted a picture of him, and I was like, "We're here now.
Okay.
Hopefully,
So
you
they're in the
figured
middle of
this
a
out."
take when your phone goes off.
Naturally,
Yeah, yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. What is your ringtone?
the music stopped.
Is it the Jaws theme now?
No, that's too long.
It's Despacito.
You know what? I think it's like
Okay.
the opening chords of the Flash Gordon theme. Just
Because it's really loud.
yeah.
Really loud.
Oh yeah. It's just dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I get jazzed up every time. And I look at it and I'm like, oh, there's a dude in a purple suit.
But it's in the middle of a take, and it ruins the take.
It wasn't that good anyway.
So the director freaks. It wasn't that good because, again, wooden performance. She has no emote at all.
like, just, well, I'll be back. Good luck tonight. You might just want to wait till tomorrow. Because this is just not.
Okay.
This is not where it doesn't look good to me. I'm not an expert or anything, but
Okay.
You're never gonna work in this town again.
Okay. So that happened. Okay, and now we're going to jump back to you guys, and
I feel like I'm like the Terminator.
I think he's going to fire the beam at you
I
guys.
just keep walking everywhere.
I don't like that.
Neither do I.
Okay, so he is.
So is he attacking, or do we set up a defense? Or
He is attacking.
Cool. But maybe he doesn't do that.
And he is a D12 toy maker.
Where does he get these wonderful toys?
He makes them. And because this is the big bad fight, the difficulty for the fight is a D12
Okay.
as well. So he has a D6 replicator. And he is going to attack both of you and start trying to replicate you.
Okay.
So
I don't want to know what two Gwen pools are going to do, ever.
I admit I have a mild curiosity, but I'll keep that to myself.
Not gonna touch that one.
Yep. Let's veil that one.
all right. So he has a 21.
What do we roll against for that?
You're going to build a dice pool to defend against.
With what I've got, or
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
is a buddy problem
It is, and that's a problem.
for you.
Well, yeah.
It's not great for me.
21.
He has a
Really?
21.
Really?
Yeah.
You roll a d12 and you get a 12. Fixed dice. So I got a 12.
Okay.
Oh, thank God, it's a 7. I mean, not any better. I got a 9.
Okay. So you had a 12.
Yep.
He's 9 over you. So you have a being replicated complication at a D8. And you had a
I got a 9. Yeah.
right. So he's 11. He's 12 over you.
Yes. Wait, what did you roll?
21.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
He rolled a 12 and a 9. It was great.
Rude.
Of course it is.
So you have a D10 being replicated.
That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
We're all fine here.
We're all fine here. How are you?
So the beam hits you, and it feels weird. You know, kind of like your atoms are being pulled apart.
I don't like this.
And on two different screens over by the replicator, one has an image of Kid Omega starting to form, and one has an image of Gwenpool starting to form, and the one of Gwenpool is more formed, obviously. So, who's going to go next?
It's your choice, right?
Oh yeah, it is my choice. It is my choice. I think we will have Kid Omega go next.
Okay. Well, Kid Omega is going to try to smash his replicator
Okay.
with my mind power.
Okay.
Squishing your head. That's how mind powers work, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Kimmy would kill me.
What?
I wanted to mess with the squishing your head.
Crashing our heads. All right. It's a 15 so far.
Okay. I have a 14.
All right. So I'm going to add another die
Okay.
into that, and I will have a 19.
Okay. So sparks erupt out of, because it's going to take the replicator out.
Yep.
Ooh,
That's the plan.
useful.
So sparks fly out of the replicator, and the screens go, sparks everywhere. And he's like, "You have destroyed my replicator!" Ah! And he's gonna lose his mind. So because
It's not a lot to lose.
he's not happy about that. Not at all. Not in any way is he happy about that.
I can read his mind, and there's not a lot to lose.
Cool.
All right, so let's get Fuse back into this. Fuse, what are you up to?
Yeah.
Are you getting into a lift?
How far away was the dungeon that they were trapped in away from the set? Well, she sent me the location.
Yeah, I dropped a pin.
Oh, you dropped a pin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's in Hollywood.
What time of day is it? Because I might just give up.
From Santa Monica to Hollywood at this time of day, you're looking at 90 minutes.
Okay,
Great.
So, just a suggestion. You got a phone, right? You've already shown that you're really willing to use it. Call up America and ask for a star to get us here. She's way better than a lift.
That's a good idea. I think that's what I'll do. Because I'll be like, there's no way it's going to be over by the time I get there. No, but-
Your Maps app looks at you and just goes,
Waze is just like,
just don't. Just
Waze
no.
just wrote no.
It's I'll type in your destination, and you're like, and then it just starts laughing.
First, take this little back road that leads nowhere.
Make 3
Because that will
rounds.
save you 3 seconds.
but what you want to do is
I'm going to call, and I'm going to be like, I'm really sorry. I know you're busy, but I just need to get to this place in Hollywood. It's bad. It's rush hour. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's put some dice down.
Sure.
And you need an 11 for this.
That's a team thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally a
Yeah.
team thing.
You're
You're new at this superhero thing.
Yeah, I think that's the choice that I have to make.
Go team.
And what kind? Well,
I think you're only rolling 2 dice because you're not using a power here.
yeah. Okay. That's
Now, what you could do.
What you could do
Spend
is
a-
spend a plot point to add a d6
Yeah.
to your
right.
pool.
Or I could spend a plot point to add in my hero die.
That's
Yeah.
an even better idea.
So I'll do that.
Okay.
That's a heroic thing.
Heroic phone call. Just, oh, and look, I knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
But I got a 1.
I'll buy a d8.
Sweet.
We We don't have that much time left. But.
I like that you checked. You're like,
Is it worth it to me? So yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you said America is like you hear fighting going on in the background,
Like, I'm really apologetic.
and
Like,
this
I'm
really like
sorry.
like thunderous punch as America punches someone to atoms,
Jesus.
and then a star appears, and America jumps out of it and goes, you know what? I don't even want to know. Creates a star to take you where you want to go, and goes, I've got to go. And she jumps back through the star. She came through back to where she was going.
I probably go for the high five, and then she jumps away, and I'm like, "Aw!" And then I'll get in the star.
You high five your girlfriend? Oh, wait, no, you're dating Kate. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
For a moment, I
His sister's girlfriend.
His sister's dating.
Yeah, don't
dating her mom.
definitely high five your sister's girlfriend. No one else. Like, don't do anything else.
I feel like that was a totally appropriate response.
That
It was an
was.
absolutely appropriate
Yeah.
response.
And I really love that is like the bit in the crossover that makes very little sense. It's like, what?
It's
Why?
just a second where like her phone rings and she's like, "I'm busy,"
What? Okay, fine. And, and then
disappears for a second, then comes back in the next panel.
Yep.
I like it. I like it. So then, yeah, you appear in this room, and there are sparks flying
But I'm
from
not in
this.
the cage.
No, you're not in the cage. From this crushed device that you don't recognize what it is, although you see like a broken sign that says REPL on it. And you know,
It's already smashed.
and there's this guy
None of my
losing.
business.
There's this guy in a purple and black suit with a lacy cravat losing his mind.
But he was shooting a thing at them.
Yeah, he crushed it.
But it was the replicator.
It was
yeah,
the
I'm
replicator.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think when you appear, he's like, "What? There are more of them? Ah!"
Yeah.
How has he not heard of us?
He seems like a shut-in. Let's be honest
That's
here.
true. This is happening in real time, I'm sure.
What? So his machine is smashed. I guess I'm just gonna go punch this guy. I'm gonna go for the knockout.
Okay. Well, your action was to
Oh,
get
my
here.
action. Yeah,
your
okay,
action
yeah,
was
yeah.
to
I'm
get
here
here.
now. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Fair. Totally fair. So I step out of the star and I'm like, I made it.
There is no problem bullets can't solve right now.
okay.
Hi, look, I'm playing my Star Trek character. That's disappointing. All right.
You start these bullets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave looks very just haunted for a second. Here's my plug. I'm gonna say this is a solo thing because I'm just shooting a gun.
Okay.
Good old gun. Can I go with Mysterious is Excitable?
Sure.
Or I feel like I'm being super badass right now, but I don't know if that. And weapons expert.
Cortex is very forgiving about.
Cortex
If you
is
think
very
it's- if you think it's a
forgiving.
thing.
If you think it fits, it fits.
Yeah, all right, let's do this.
Careful.
Yeah, I was like, I'm rubbing my arm on that. Oh, come on! All right,
Well,
is it 5 plus? Yeah, it's 12. And a 1.
On a D, 8.
Okay.
Well, now I can use that hero dice.
And what'd you get?
12.
They have a 17.
Damn! I will trade you dice. Can I use a plot point to trade dice?
No.
Damn.
Um.
This is fine.
So because they are 5 over you,
Damn it.
yeah. I think you are going to take a complication of a D6 complication of ricochet.
That makes sense.
small room, many bullets.
So, because there are now, bullets bouncing around.
Yep. This is fine.
I'm probably like, hey!
I haven't
I
turned
just
into
got here!
haven't turned into anything yet.
So that's the round.
I'm still noodle.
And who goes next?
I'm gonna send Johnny next.
Okay. What do you
Actually,
do?
I already went.
I was
No,
gonna
it's
say
a new
no. I'm
round.
actually
It's a new
I
Oh, it's a new
actually-
round?
It's a new round.
Actually, I'm gonna ask the real superhero to go next.
Okay.
So Johnny, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you.
No, you.
Yeah, me,
You.
the real superhero. Okay, so I'm going to do a thing. I see Ricochet's coming at Gwen, and I have to put a bubble around her to protect her.
Okay. So you're
That's
attacking
very
her condition.
sweet.
Isn't it, though?
So you're attacking her condition. I'm with you.
Yep. All right, so I am soloing this, or is this Buddy?
This is solo.
Solo.
No, that you're defending someone else, so this is Buddy.
Okay. So, Buddy.
Or it's up to you, actually. No, it's up to you.
Yeah, I feel it's Buddy. So
Okay.
it's Buddy, and I am a telepathic drama queen, and I'm going to do that at a negative, so hand me a plot point. Because I can't let my maybe girlfriend get shot up by her own guns. That would be bad.
Yeah, we haven't figured out what we
Oh,
are
there's-
yet. It's
there's gonna
complicated on Facebook.
Totally be a confessional about that coming up.
Yeah.
Yep.
What'd you get?
Right now I've got a 9.
You have a 9. They have a 7.
So I beat you.
So yeah, so you're going to reduce that
Oh,
to a 4.
there are less bullets flying.
Yay. I am less of a danger to myself and others.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's part of the reason why I did it.
100% getting the 5150 later.
But let's have a confessional. Girlfriend?
Wait a second. I only thought that. How do you know that?
Comic book.
It's not a comic book. She says it's a comic book. It's not a comic book. This is a reality television show, if it's anything.
I'm like holding a comic book that just has this like I couldn't let my girlfriend
What?
No, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
that's a perfect confessional. I like it. I like it.
Heavily armed.
Yeah. You're heavily armed.
So
Probably
who goes
insane.
next?
Oh, I
Yeah, let's let the bad guys go.
Did Gwen go?
I think I did the round restart after
The round
Yeah,
restarted.
Oh, okay. I
And
couldn't
you had
remember.
him go.
Yeah, okay, I couldn't remember.
So bad guys.
Okay. So, yeah, he's going to create a thing, I think.
That always sounds
Another
super
replicator. A duplicator. Replicator 2, Electric Boogaloo.
good. He lost the copyright for a replicator after the first one was destroyed.
It was a limited license.
I'm going to apologize to all of our listeners for what I'm about to do. I really am. Because
I'm not happy.
it
with
turns out,
Did you make a flamethrower?
no. He is going to jump up and he's going to summon his fembots to attack you.
You mean his starlit bots?
Uh-huh.
So it's like a red carpet.
Yeah.
They're all these little mechanical bots, life-size mechanical bots of various Hollywood actresses.
Almost as if they model the Hollywood actresses and their decoys. No, sorry.
This guy just got a job making stunt doubles. Like that's how he got started. He's gone horribly wrong.
But that's his action. So he's going to create that complication for you guys of fembots.
I think we finally hit this point where I'm already like, this is absurd.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
Gwen
ne-
says
that's,
this is
that's never a
absurd?
good sign.
Nah, we're fine. I think I would like to stop the robot menace, but I'm in a bubble.
You're in a bubble to protect you from ricochets from shooting, but
Can I like wait out the bubble? How does this work? Like, I'm gonna say it's a D4.
Oh no! It was what it did was it protected you from ricocheting bullets in that moment, but it's gone now.
yeah.
Oh, cool. I have no idea how I'm gonna avoid the ricocheting bullets beyond being gymnastic badass. But more importantly, oh god, I'm gonna fail again. But I'd like to shoot the fembots. Actually, no. I would like to shoot the bad guy,
Okay.
the main bad guy.
That you might fail at.
Possibly, he's a D12. Oh god damn it!
Yeah.
I'd like to shoot the bad guy.
Okay.
Go for it.
Commit.
Unless,
Yeah.
Let's do this.
actually, I can't get out of. We haven't gotten out of the cell yet, have we?
Not yet.
I will. I can't cut my way out of the cell, can I?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? This is Cortex. You can do that.
Do I have to catch a point for Lady Stabbington?
No.
No.
Oh, she's mine now.
She's
Awesome.
yours.
Lady
You
Stabbington.
paid 2 plot points for her. She's yours.
That's true. Lady Stabbington and I are going to solve this problem.
Okay.
So I'm gonna chop my way out of that cell and right at that toy maker.
Okay. Let's deal with the cell.
Let's deal with the cell. I'm gonna cut my way out of the cell first.
Right.
This is a ridiculous. Okay. This is a great plan. This is a great plan. The best plan ever. I've never.
I'm
come up
excited
with
to
a
be a
worse
part of it.
plan. So I feel like that's a solo action.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And I am a goddamn comic book superhero. So and a weapons expert.
And you're using your sword.
And I'm using my sword. What could go wrong? Sorry, I'm looking for my D10. That's what went wrong. All right. No whammies.
Big money.
I'm gonna write to Kraken and talk to them about this whole dice rolling thing. I have a 13
Okay.
and a 1 on a D10. That was Lady Stabbington. She has betrayed me. Oh wait, that wasn't Lady Stabbington. Thank God.
Well, but I have a 10.
You do.
So you are out of the cell. Actually,
thank
you know,
God.
you have destroyed the cell with
A katana.
a katana.
It's a comic book. You can do that.
Yeah.
Comic book. You can do that.
Awesome.
Okay. So that happened.
That did.
Who goes next?
I really
Bad
don't-
guys went, didn't they? Yes.
Yeah, they did. I was gonna say I don't want to give the bad guys
Well,
another
he
turn.
summoned the Fenbots, but did they get their own?
No, I just created them as an asset for him. They don't have a turn.
Okay. In that case, I think it's just you.
Yay! I am going to turn myself vibranium before I get shot.
Okay.
There are ricochets.
Okay.
They're still actively bouncing around.
It wasn't a great idea. Yeah.
The toy maker's lab is magnetically shielded. All right.
Solo.
Oh yeah. Solo. You know what? I'm gonna downgrade
Okay.
my being a hero
Okay.
because now's the time for that. Oh. So how about an 11?
11. That's what you needed. It was an 11.
Ah! Ah!
Ha.
I cannot die to your bullets, teammate.
Look.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
When all you have is a H&K MP5, every problem starts to look like a
Target.
A target.
Alrighty.
You
so,
get me. You
so
just
that's
get
the
me.
round. So that's the round.
I think I probably spent all that time during everybody else's actions just going like.
So who goes next?
You want to take a turn? You're vibranium now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that I'm together, I'm gonna punch that fool.
Okay.
Just gonna,
So you're going to attack him. Got
Yeah.
it. Dig it.
since I get my D12,
Okay.
being vibranium now.
Hmm.
That was not ideal. I
I'm
got 11.
I'm an 18.
Jeez.
Yeah, I got 11. I can't get. Well, wait. If I pay that, that'll take me up to a 15.
Uh huh.
So I'm going to do that so he doesn't beat me by 5.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Who goes next?
I feel like you guys are out of the cell now. I think it's your turn.
Okay.
It seems like every time I go and mess something up, I'm like, hey, anytime now.
My turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try to slam the toy maker about this room and
Okay.
make him hurt.
Right. Right.
So I used to be an X-Man,
Puny
but then I took an
toy
arrow.
maker.
Then I took an arrow. An 8. Yeah. Okay.
Is that how they recruited you? Damn Hawkeye shooting people in the knee? That's not cool.
No, it isn't. I have an 11 so far.
I have an 11 as well.
Okay. So that doesn't actually reduce his die, does it? Or just...
No.
Okay.
But if you spend a plot point, you can make your 11 a 14, which will reduce his die type.
Let's do that then. So let's get rid of that D12. Jeez.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Those suck.
Yeah, I don't like them.
All right, yeah, so I pick him up and I telekinetically slam
Chuck
him
him
against the
around.
wall.
Okay.
Buddy, you are in the wrong line of work. This is really not cool.
Okay.
All right, sorry. Let's let the bad guy go, though, because
Okay.
we should not let him go last.
Yeah.
All right.
And I've just started some...
Well, I think he's going to summon more fembots.
Of course he is.
Or he's going to use his fembots to attack you.
There we go. I was like,
So-
why do you have so many?
So he's going to attack you with the fembots.
He lives a lonely life down here, and he keeps building more robots. He's just tinkering away.
So, yeah.
Okay. So I will defend myself. I have a 13.
He does not.
Ooh, yeah, you rolled ones. That's
Yeah.
good.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that came out of the Doom Pool. That goes back into the dice bank. I have an 8.
Awesome. So yeah, I've got a 13. And I'm just going to, like, catch the fembots with my telekinesis. I'm like, Darcy Piper?
What did you have?
13.
13? That's 5 over. Do you want to reduce the fembot's die type?
Please.
Yeah. I loved you in House on the Hill. All right, so that's bad guys.
That's bad guys. So I think we need to hear from Gwen.
Sorry, I was tangled. No, whatever. The boulder is conflicted about how to fight my heroes. I am going to continue to stab things better, because that seems to work really well for me. And I would like to use Lady Stabbington on the toy maker, because it looks like my new boyfriend has everything under control on the whole fembot thing.
Okay.
It's a D4 now.
Oh, yeah. It is, in fact.
I should really have divided these so I could see what I was doing.
So you're attacking him.
I am attacking him.
Okay.
Directly in the face.
With a sword.
With a sword. I stabbed him with a sword. Weapons expert.
How weird is that?
How weird is that? Yeah, I know. Alright. I could swear I had another D10 somewhere. Whatever. Like, not looking at it. Oh, wait. Found it!
Right there, right?
I wanted my rainbow one. Yeah. Well, that's not great. I got
No
a-
ones, though.
No ones. I got a 9.
He has a 17.
Well, yeah, there's just no way I'm not going to take damage. I'm just going to take that damage.
Okay.
No,
Wait.
you're fighting him. So
Yeah.
you made
Oh.
the attack, so it's just...
Right.
Oh, so it doesn't. But even if you're 5
Something
over, it
bad
doesn't.
happens.
No,
Something bad.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade a condition.
This is
I
fine.
want to step up the paradoxical meetings,
Oh,
which
which is just weirder now that there are paradoxical duplicates and also fembots and who knows what they are.
yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna see what happens with that in just a minute.
I'm not happy about that.
All right.
I'm really hoping Gwenpool shows up and is like, I want to team up. And I'd be like, yes, this would be great.
If this is all your fault because you wanted tacos, we're gonna have a talk. Like for real.
I accepted a call to action.
Yeah.
A call to tacos. Which is another great Darcy Piper movie.
Yeah. I saw
Okay.
that one. It made me cry.
So who goes next?
I think you're last. So yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I was flipping over. We're all done.
Oh,
we're all done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
wide
you're
open
first.
field.
So who goes next? Yourself? Somebody else?
I am not good at doing things, but Johnny might be. Please. No, wait, you're not. Why don't you go? Get
It's like I'm the
Omega.
only one on this team with superpowers. What are you going to do?
I have superpowers.
It's because America's not here. All right, so let's pow.
Look, I accept it, man. I've just been
Yeah.
a
So
distraction at best.
But a cute distraction. Make all the boy distractions go wah. I shouldn't do late night games.
Okay.
okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna throw them around again.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what I do. Ooh, that's not good. So I rolled a 1 on my 10. If you'd like that.
I'll take that. They have a 17.
Yeah, I've got a 10.
Okay.
That's 7 over.
He beat you on one of his 2 dice.
Was that the paradoxical one?
Apparently.
I don't want to know what's coming for us now.
I kind of do, because now, I
It's
don't want to
just
let it get
us.
any bigger before he uses it.
It's just us. This is how we die. I've never died before.
All right. Who goes next?
Let's let the bad guy go.
Okay.
No, wait,
Um,
I'll find it.
he is going. Well, he has had enough of you guys interfering with his plans. So he's going to throw his fembots at you.
He's just
Literally.
It's my fembots, and I'm going home.
So yeah, he's throwing them at you because you're the one who's been bothering him
Okay.
and upsetting his apple cart.
All right, so that is a 10 again with a 1 on D8 if you want to buy it, but I don't,
No, I've got. The Doom Pool is plenty, and you have plot points. So
So I got a 10.
you got a 10. It's a 13.
Okay, so you hit me.
So he's going to hit you, and he's going to give you a complication of
Swamped in fembots?
yeah.
Buried under fembots. I'm not going to touch this one.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it later.
it's a little weird.
I think everybody's just like
So that's for you.
Swamped in fembots.
Yes.
It's a deluge.
I'm like trying to tap into like deep-seated rage to see if I can go like berserker, but it turns out I'm in the wrong comic book for that.
Okay.
Well, are you the best at what you do?
Um,
Is what you do not pretty?
Clearly.
Exactly. Go nuts.
so
Just
I think that you've just seen your boyfriend. He called you his girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh no, I accepted that. I changed my Facebook status the minute he said it.
Is now being swamped under by these very nubile Hollywood starlet fembots.
Yeah, I have to talk to my therapist about my jealousy issues, but like later.
There'll be a confessional.
It'll be a
my love for you is like a truck berserker.
So let's unfembot him.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here.
So what you're going to do is you're going to attack his condition, his complication.
Okay. With with Lady Stabbington.
Could you attack the fembots directly?
We could. It would eliminate the condition, couldn't it?
Yes, but that won't remove his complication.
Yeah.
He would just be buried under fembot bodies that aren't
They
doing
wouldn't
it.
be
Yeah.
able to. Yeah.
They would no longer be an asset that the toy maker can use, but
Right.
they're still a complication for him.
I dig it.
I'm gonna unfembot my
That's where it
boyfriend
gets a little weird.
Yeah.
with Lady Stabbington.
It's one of the fatey aspects of
Yeah.
Cortex.
Just stay Still. Just taking a little off the top.
Okay.
Okay, come on. Really? Alright, so that's a 1 on my D8. And otherwise, that was a 10.
I have a 10 as well. Would you like to spend a plot point to make it a 13?
Yeah, here's a 13.
Okay. And that will reduce that complication to a D4.
Yay.
Buried under fembots.
Brittany Parker, I loved you in A Little Off the Top.
Okay. So that was you.
Mm-hmm. And it's now up to Johnny.
Here I go. I have the correct
You have the dice to
dice
do
to
it.
do it. It's just not a thing. Oh, it's a D8. The last one.
Just not rolling well.
All right, here I go. Big money.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna punch that guy
Okay.
again. Like this is a thing.
Okay.
Before tonight is done, I'm going to punch the toy maker.
It's good to have goals.
Well, you tried.
Got a 10.
He has a 5.
Ha! Behold the punching!
So
Take
that's
that.
going to be
4
5
ounces.
over. So that's going to reduce his die type by two steps. So he's going to be down to a D6.
Ha ha!
Kapow.
Kapow.
Big kapow.
Big bada kapow. Okay, so that's the round. Who's going to go next?
You know what? I think I'm going to let him go.
Okay.
Not going to get it out of the way now. I mean, he's weaker than he's ever been.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Yeah. So got that one, we got that one, we got that one. Because he's going to throw fembots at you. I think we can remove Toymaker monologuing because that's
He's shut up by now.
He's
silly.
his jaw
Oh,
is
that's
sore.
silly.
That's the line.
We
too
do
far.
still have bullets ricocheting around the room. So he's going to throw fembots at you to the tune of a 6 at you guys,
All of us?
at you.
Okay.
I have this picture of Fuse wading through fembots.
It's
Jesus.
a tie. It's a tie.
Okay, so that means there's no effect.
The push.
And you've got a
but
1
I did
on...
get a 1 on a D6.
Okay.
It's like I have enough.
Yeah, we're at the end anyway. Okay, cool. So I think we'll have
Oh, I went.
no.
You haven't gone yet.
You went at the end of
You
the
haven't gone yet
previous
either.
Oh,
round.
I have not gone
Oh,
Because you let him go first.
you're right.
So I think we'll have Kid Omega go next.
Kid Omega. Alrighty, so I'm going to... Yeah, let's blast some bad guys. So I'm going to attack the Toymaker.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's attack the Toymaker. And I'm going to use my telekinesis. Okay. So. Yeah. Playtime's over, and I'm going to smash him with...
Okay.
God.
I have 11.
You have an 11. I have an 8 at the moment, but that could be a 13.
I see a 10.
I see a 10.
Where's the 10?
You have
2 5s.
2 5s.
Sorry. You're right.
So
But
you
it
make that a
could
13.
It could be 13. That was the main point, right?
You were right in the end.
Yeah. That was what
We
I
got to the
wanted.
same place. We did the math differently, but we got to the same place.
Addition's funny like that.
Okay, he is near to being taken out.
Yay! What's he at? D4?
He's at a D4.
Okay, so I went, and
Yay! I'm gonna continue stabbing things.
Okay.
Specifically, oh man, I really want to take out.
take out the Toymaker.
Yeah.
All right, let's take out the toy
If you
maker.
take out the Toymaker, everything else is kind of moot.
Cool. I'm gonna take out the toy maker. I'm gonna use Lady Stabbington.
Okay.
Naturally. I am going. I'm assuming this is still a solo mission thing. It's just me and my. Is it just me and my knife, or like are they?
We literally
I think
both just attacked
you were
him.
all
Yeah.
attacking the toy maker, so I think this has to be team.
All right. Team effort.
Maximum team effort.
That's fine. Let's go with this world is a comic. This world is a comic book because I'm going to use my hero dice to make this happen.
Okay.
Feel like I'm going to regret this, but let's just roll as many dice as we can because that's a D10.
Okay.
Weapons expert. That's 5 dice. I'm going to be really mad in a second if this is a 1. Just all ones.
If you do that, you get the round of applause today.
All right, so that was more 1s than I'd like. Wow, that was.
You tried real hard to get there.
Lady Stabbington, your betrayal is just...
Yeah, I am deeply betrayed by Lady Stabbington. So that's a 13.
Okay, I have a 15.
I'm out of plot points. That's disappointing. Well,
Would you like to succeed at a cost?
I mean, do you guys mind?
No.
I will succeed at a cost.
Okay. All right, cool.
It'll hopefully dovetail very nice into the next issue, although I really shouldn't be feeding your delusion.
It's not a delusion, first of all. Second of all, I thought you would support me now that we're dating.
So the cost is that we're going to upgrade this paradoxical meetings
Oh,
This is getting really weird. It hasn't paid off yet, so it's fine.
to a 12,
Uh-oh.
to a D12. And the paradoxical meeting is going to happen now as the three of you all appear in the room with yourselves,
This is fine.
in this room, and a bunch of land sharks, and that's the last panel.
Jesus Christ.
again with the, everywhere I go, there's land sharks.
So we are going to have a final confessional. So I think we'll do Fuse first.
Okay.
Because we're back at Hawkeye Investigations. And so more land sharks?
Yeah.
And there were two of you.
Just a second. Just a second. Okay. Sorry.
Who are you texting?
I had to text America. I didn't want her to tell Kate that I had to call and bother her. Keep it on the DL.
Oh, okay. Oh, we won't say anything.
Yeah.
You got that right? Okay.
But yeah.
But there are two of you now.
For at least a little while, but it's not my fault. That is clearly not my fault.
The part I can't figure out is that there are two of us too.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
It's just a thing, but
It's
it'll
just
be
weird.
okay. Just don't spend time with your other self. I think that's the best plan.
Okay.
'Cause that gets creepy.
Okay.
It gets weird.
Okay. So Facebook status.
So, it turns out, I think in the other timeline, that Gwen isn't dating Omega, which is gonna be a problem because I feel like competition, but like on the other hand, very specific fantasy. That's it.
Okay. And girlfriend. We got to come back to this girlfriend thing. And now there are two of them.
Yeah. It's complicated?
I think that's great. That is spectacular. And that is Cortex West Coast Avengers.
Yay! Yay!
I apologize to Kimmy and everyone else for this episode.
So
That was awesome.
So we always do a debrief, and we have like 15 minutes to do our debrief. So thoughts, comments, observations about the system, about, you know.
This is my first time playing Cortex Prime.
Mhm.
I guess my question how does this work with original characters?
Oh, totally.
And then how would I'm curious to know how the affiliations and how the different dice assignments work when you're working with your own individual situation.
Well, you mean like if we were doing something from scratch, like making a totally new game?
Well, not a totally new great game. That's the thing. Does this work where it's like, I guess most game systems have their own kind of world framework. Like Demigods has, you're children of gods. So I guess if we're starting from scratch with nothing,
what we would do is we would talk about we would do a little bit of world building and decide what our game was going to be, and then decide what elements we wanted to use. So, for example, if affiliations don't make sense, we don't use affiliations. We use something else.
Okay.
Another game designer, Dave Gallo, has made a 60s era Cold War spies thing. That distinctions are the thing that everything keys on, and so you can absolutely do that. You can also have values if those are something that makes sense. So you take the things that make sense for the game that you're building, and you use that.
Okay.
One of the things I want to experiment with is having characters that are framed differently. So, for example, if I was doing like a fantasy game and had a fighter character, he might be based on like affiliations and distinctions, and then a rogue character might be skill based.
Okay. Interesting.
I kind of wonder how those things would weave together. As long as you end up with the same number of dice in the pool, it works.
Yeah, it's very validating to roll a bunch of dice all at once.
Oh,
just
sure.
in general, having played a lot of.
Even though we got betrayed.
Yeah, that was.
Again and again.
I always thought I rolled well. I was really excited because it's I've always rolled really well. That was disheartening.
One of the things I really love about this system is that ones always create something interesting.
Yeah.
Because they're either going to create something or I'm going to add dice to the Doom pool, but I'm going to give you a plot point at the same time, which gives you, power at the same time. So,
No, I liked it. I think I'm interested to see what the system can do. So that's
I've run. I think this would make somewhere along the lines of like 15 or 16 sessions with Cortex, and I'm still learning. I understand how the game works, but I'm still learning how to make things, do what I want them to do. Yeah. Thoughts?
I like it. I like the die types for difficulty and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I always get weird about the extra fiddly bits.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes sense here. Like they have a difficulty rating, and you can work it up or work it down. Like that I dig. I like that part. I feel like I didn't get a real good handle on the plot points because they do so much. There's so many things you can do with them that I kept having to be like, let me look at the sheet. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. But that'll come with.
It's the kind of thing when what I discovered when I was doing Gene X was that the whole ways of using plot points creatively became second nature to the players after about 3 sessions.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
If it helps, it felt a lot like using momentum for Star Trek. Like it felt very much like, I can spend a momentum to get more dice. And
that was kind of the problem I was having because I was like, I had the thoughts of like other game systems that use a similar thing, but it wasn't quite the same.
Yeah.
And then in my head, I was weighing the do I want to roll more dice or do I want to add the extra die amount in? Like, where's the break point on that?
The answer is both.
The answer is both if you can.
Which is why I kept trying to downgrade to keep earning some more so that I could experiment with it a little more.
Yeah. Well, the thing you don't want to do is kind of like, any game where you have a token economy, like, Benny's and Savage Worlds or...
if you end up with a huge stack of them, you failed at it.
You've not... You want... They're best when they're moving.
Yeah.
They're like any economy, they're best when they're moving. So, thoughts?
I think one of the things that, we're playing Marvel superheroes a little bit, basically.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a little weird to... I feel like in that, powers have a lot more little extra levers and switches and buttons to press.
Uh-huh.
And it may just be my character, but it felt like I was a little bit like, well, I guess I hit him with telekinesis again. What is that? That's just, it's the D8, and there's less of a special effect I can do, right? And I kind of like the special effect. I'm sure special effects are part of powers or are
Special effects are absolutely part of powers.
Yeah, and these are just simple characters because, we're learning the system and everything. So.
Right. I would apply special effects to any power that I did, because one of the things we discovered in Gene X was that special effects make powers really pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, there might be things I could spend more plot points. Right? It would be more things to do with how this character is built. So I think that was just the little.
It's interesting in reading the comic books. Some of the characters get a lot of treatment as to what they're about, which makes it easy. Like America Chavez was super easy to make because they tell us so much about her.
Right.
And there's just a lot of information. Interestingly enough, about Kid Omega, there's not a whole lot of information.
Especially not in the West Coast Avengers. He's just kind of there.
Yeah.
I also think the complications, right? Creating assets. I feel like maybe we just weren't rolling high enough. But I feel like there should be the twist of. It's I guess my fate background of if I roll really well. Right, I can hit the guy harder, or I could also create an asset as well, right?
Yeah.
To have that, and is that part of?
Yeah.
Okay.
It absolutely works that way.
Okay, so.
If I didn't make that clear, apologies.
No worries. I think we kind of did that, but it's just.
I did Lady Stabbington, but not on purpose,
Right.
which happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can create an asset two different ways. You can either roll to create an asset, or you can spend a plot point to create an asset. And then you can spend a plot point to make it sticky.
Can you make it better?
Yes, you can make it better.
Okay.
The advantage of rolling for it is if you roll really well, you make a higher level asset.
Okay. That's cool.
I would have liked to play with that more than
Yeah.
just to.
I think those are the sorts of things that if we had more sessions of playing with these characters, we would do a lot more things with them.
Oh yeah.
So the other question I have is, do you feel like we captured the West Coast Avengers?
Oh god.
I think so.
I'm fairly wildly unfamiliar with the comics.
Okay.
I have not read them at all, but I hope I did an okay job.
Oh, you did great.
Perfect.
Confused. Yeah.
From a character perspective, I feel like I enjoy Gwenpool as an idea because she's just bonkers.
Right.
I really hope it was entertaining because about halfway through I was like, I'm so sorry, guys.
I think it was great. So I think that'll do it for us. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for playing. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
I did,
Good time.
actually. This was really
Thanks for
great.
listening.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in the future.
I don't know.
Or maybe in the next panel.
Yeah. Swipe.
I think the closing panel is Marion Churchill sitting in the desert going, "What?"
That's the stinger if this is the movie.
Oh, poor Marion.
She's fine.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
Cool. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.